feel Astralis as an organization, they're looking to return to the majors as well. I have to double check, but it feels like it's been an awfully long time. I think it was Antwerp the last time that they were at a major.
22?
Well, yeah, and this is the most winningest org in major history, right? And I know none of those players are in this team, with Device obviously stepping aside, but Glaive didn't make it, he was with Ents. Dupree and Magis didn't make it with Falcons. Zip is the only one, and he's the assistant coach over there at Mouse. So this is it's a complete look.
Have fallen.
Astralis picked up Stown and Yabby to return them to the majors.
Yeah, well, because they were some of the most exciting names out of Denmark in recent history. And yet here we stand in an elimination game.
Okay. T-side start for Eternal Fire. P250 in the hands of Woxic.
I've seen this pistol before. I've seen this exact pistol before.
What about the stack from the CT side? You seen that one before?
No, but it does mean Astralis might have been seeing this one a couple of times.
Well, they've checked the demos.
Woxic does the flash. And they go. Jump up, mantle up. That's the shot, though. That's a big one from Calix. Astralis have been positioned in response to this, so they're there quickly, but seems like EF are breaking through. With Zentaras onto Cadian, Woxic now holding their flank, and it does feel pretty hard to get back into this. Yabby's flash may be a difference maker, could be the linchpin. Oh, no one's blind. Glocks are spamming, smoke is up. Wakadia another onto Yabby. And yeah, this one is looking like it could very well be the perfect of pistols. Can everyone retain their Kev? Calix can't. Stair takes him down. And Wakadia makes sure he brings nothing through to the next round. Double kill for Wakadia. He's one to watch into this one, Chad, right? He's had a pretty rough go of things, looking at his rating over the course of the 3 maps so far. Yeah,
I think that he is the individual that, in my mind, with Woxic playing well, it took a lot of pressure off of him to have to deliver. But Woxic also not finding that same form. And you have to look back earlier in the year. It was second place at EPL Season 20 and Darcher Season 2 just before that. So that's kind of where EF had made their marks in recent times. But it requires their fraggers to be on form.
We've got a 4CB here, Chatty B. That's Bai and Birchall.
Yeah, I think that if they lose the site, they might just have to... Well, they're all in swarming distance at the moment. And as you can see, the B space control being taken. Zentaras gets to be boosted up, and he'll deliver. Beautiful opener, bro, down in the dirt. And he's just going to keep on waltzing in. So confident stuff from Zentaras early.
Yeah, really nice punish from Zentaras. That's a good HE.
I wonder if they continue with
this smoke is going to get aggressed upon. You've got MP9s charging at you, committing to the fight was down, and he actually unable to finish off Major. Wakadia chips in, Stair now has to hit some bang, and Deagle shots, does chip away at Zentaras further with one through the girder. Oh my god, how is Zentaras still alive? He's got that super Kev. And now Bogdan's Law, kinda. The scout. It's Bogdan Law light.
Dan's Law.
Nice.
Well, they're a bit bogged down right now, waiting for the smoke to fade before they can waltz their way in. But as we can see, there's no seesaw. This one's open for business. And yeah, if you just take a look at the map win percentages, 75% for Eternal Fire on this map in the last 3 months. That's won 3 out of the 4 times they played it, beating likes of Cloud9, Falcons, and Furia. The only team they lost to was Spirit.
That's EF, right?
That's EF.
So Astralis picked it.
Yeah, and for Astralis, they've got 2 on the trot, both of which came at the World Finals. But I imagine the difference of the World Finals was one name, Device, who is out sick. I say out sick. That sounds like he's called in with a cold.
Yeah, no. You nailed it the first time. You said who is unable to play for health reasons.
Yeah, that's definitely a better framing.
Or is elected not to attend due to health reasons. That's the framing.
Yes, yeah.
Woxic could lose his Deeg there. That was an opportunity. And they have gone hunting. I guess it makes sense. You know that they force sport. You don't want any threats into the next. But it was a little risky when you've got the AK-47s, but they get away with it.
I honestly think they were just exiting.
You think so?
Right, because you're exiting T-spawn. They're saving in 1 or 2 places, right? They're either going to be entrenched over towards your spawn, or they're probably going to be CT spawn /A. So it was just diligent for EF on the exit. And this is the details that's very important in Counter-Strike, is to make sure that you're doing those rounds, those little details at the end, even when it's secure properly, to not give anything away. Now you'll be dealing with an Astralis who have a very, very light investment, just 2 sets of dual Berettas and a flash in the hands of Yabby. So this should be the 3rd for the Turks. Now, Bro getting the chance to play again. He's in pursuit of his first major. Stair's the other newer name in this team. And look, I don't think he's new anymore. He got to play back in Rio with Sprout. Zyphon was on that team, Slacks, who now finds himself at M80. So they had quite the mix.
Yeah. It's been tough for Bro. I feel like you've got the call up, you know, you're a Dane who's been playing in international rosters, you get the call up to the big leagues, and then it feels like they see you as disposable, or at least that's how I'd feel.
Yeah, and I don't want to sit here and turn this into a shitting on Astralis situation, but that's pretty common with Astralis, isn't it? Like, these players get to don the jersey, it's their dream to play for, well, the country's org. Like that's the way that it was looked at. Denmark Counter-Strike equals Astralis. And that's something that the likes of Cadian, Stown, and Yabi actually had to battle against for all those years.
What's going on here? So the bomb goes down, and then I suppose Wakadia gets to go and have a farm fest. Be interested to see how many he gets. Oh, there you go. Centara's licking his lips. Gets for first, one by one, isolating these duels very neatly. Wakadia throws his hat into the ring, but overcome by the dual Berettas. Centara's feeling a little concerned, given the low HP. Doesn't want to lose out on anything, but the only concern for Cadian is dying. He's managed that.
Yeah, so just confirming the last major for Astralis, Shanghai Major Antwerp 2022. They exited in the challenger stage. And in case you want a bit of a history lesson on what the roster looked like at the time, it was Farley, Glaive, Config, Zip, Blame F.
Astralis?
Yeah.
Go again.
Farley, Glaive, Config, Zip, Blame F.
Wow.
The last time they were at a major, that was the roster.
So crazy.
Yeah, doesn't it, Jeff?
I forgot it existed like that.
Yeah.
Farley.
But that just shows you how many players have been to that roster.
What's your boy Farley up to these days?
I don't know, mate. I'll have a look for you. But we're into the guns. What is he up to? He's got no team.
Oh. Woxic is in that same category as well. Needs to have an uptick in individual form. He was the, the catalyst into the Eternal Fire being able to slay the demons of those top 5 teams.
Well, we always dreamed for so long. We'll get this boost out of the way. Let's see if Centaurus can find success on this again.
Oh, info to B. It's not too much of a surprise for the T's, but at least they show their presence.
Yeah, remember for the longest time we never had Centaurus and Woxic playing together. There was apparently some form of a beef. That's why we had Woxic on the likes of Mouse Sports back in 2019.
Not like Counter-Strike players to have beef?
No, not at all. But with time, which heals all wounds, they're now on the same roster. And both of them in their, I don't want to call it their twilight years, but they're not spring chickens, are able to deliver strong form. It can be a really good sign, especially with veteran in-game leader Major. But we're down to the 45-second mark. Slow and steady wins the race. Eternal Fire now turning their attention towards this A finish.
I mean, this hinges off of Cadian hitting one, but they all slink past his crosshair. He'll go wide and check it. Nice timing. Actually picks off Woxic. Now Stare in trouble. Does maintain control of short. Missed shot from the York. They're onto the site. That's an important smoke that they won't be able to break. And now a second on top of it. It's actually Stare from the short side. Finds another. Bringing down Centaurus and Woxic is a big leap in the right direction for Astralis. Major claws one back, but looking good here for the Danes. Calix falls. And Major left, ready to walk into the crosshair of Stown. Dink exchange, double from Major. Gets way more than he was worth. But that's a successful defense of the A site.
Yeah, the diffuser come through. Yabi has a kit to do so. They can retain the AWP, they can grab an AK, and yeah, you're bang on. Now, it looked a little bit scrappy towards the end, and that's probably the biggest issue. We'll get a drop from Katie and a drop from Yabi. One of the 3 are going to have to invest themselves. Do they want to go Silence Stand 4 with armor? Do they want to go with an MP9 for YouTube? Well, let's find out. But opener there from Cadian, and Stare radically steps out. Just coming through the smokes. Ricardia trying to make a Hail Mary play in the chaos. Still quite chaotic. They can see Rugger behind them, wide-eyed as the coach. Look at this.
Nice.
Yeah, and that also slows down the default scaling of EF towards A, because they like to go up the ladder and throw the Glaive molly from top ladder. Lurk smoke on ramp to work with. They're creeping up behind it. They down with the clear. They're ahead. Light damage. Space taken for EF.
There's the molly you were discussing. It's going to force Cadian off of that short line. This has got more pace to it. Calix retrieves the bomb. The last arrival towards this A commit. Astralis, they're pretty attuned to what's coming their way.
There's 4 here.
Woxic to try and pick into the sights. Down in this off angle as well. Up on the crane. Up on that elevated angle. Falls back off of it as Woxic starts to swing Good flash, forces his shot. Boost up, that's nice. Quickly erected, but punish. Calix finds the head, finds the wallbang. It's a bit uncomfortable for both teams now.
Still smokes available for a second layering for EF. Elevator smoked off, another molly in play. There goes one towards
Yabby, it's all about his timing. Is he going to be spotted out? Well, starts to walk clear, now spots heads, and yeah, exposed. Messy from Yabby. Stare is low. They're trapped in the elevator room for a moment longer. Calix spams into those smokes, and Cadian, yeah, shaking his head. He's out of there, not interested. Wants to keep his AWP in play. What would Cadian be displeased about other than losing the round?
Maybe his teammates just getting spammed through smokes.
Yeah.
But that is vertigo, right? That's one of the reasons that people don't like watching this map, is because there's so much action that goes down and you don't even really get to see your opponent. But also, Yabby going forward.
Sorry, Wicardio looks like he's actually going to catch Cadian with his back turned eventually on this hunt. They are really hunting, and they're already... Look at the spread. They're coming for him. Will they clear this connector?
Oh. Well, he's going to clear it now. B lobby's called clear by Centaurus.
Turn around. Diligent. Very diligent.
Surely he clears it. Surprise! Knife kill!
Oh, Wicardio.
He even took a moment when, oh, look what I've found.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, I guess I will take that one. Thank you very much. Oh, 4-1 start. This is fantastic for Eternal Fire.
So here's the Yabby fail.
Yeah, and maybe it's because he was on his own, right? Maybe that's why Cadian's shaking his head. You can see the rest of the team completely cornered off by the smoke wall.
Because what's really nice about that position is when it's not, when Elevator's not smoked, is Bro can react to the Yabby info. If he plays that position, he can kind of get one, get away, and then Bro catches them on the hunt. But yes, I mean, diligent util, very, simple, color by numbers, Counter-Strike, dare I say it. Take ramp, smoke, site, take plant. It's Vertigo. Even though the new Vertigo is certainly still trying to win people over.
Yeah, and I think it could be one of these situations that's too little too late. Obviously, we've all seen that Train in one of the more recent updates has returned, not to the competitive map pool, but just to the game in general. So we'll see how that one simmers forward, and we'll see what this timeout from Astralis nets them. It will be pistol upgrades, mainly 5.7s, a couple of deagles as well, and everybody's got a smoke. So the ability to block, stall out, and rotate is the key that Astralis are looking for with this type of an investment. They have 3 players hedged over towards the B-bomb site for the moment's time. And if they try and run through close smokes, the 5.7s will be the perfect weapon for the job.
Yup, that's lovely from Yabby. At the back, so likely not fully flashed from the Woxic pop. Nails the headshot. Now Zantares has lost his rifle. Bro looks to retrieve it. Actually, maybe a fell down lobby, so not going to be easy to do that. How stubborn are you about this? So you've just been smoked off on stairs, and it looks like you want to walk through. You take this as an invitation.
I think if you can silently park, they'll look for info, and then if you can get a kill, you can head back in, because they'll be calling it somewhat clear.
Woxic's lining up for the next go. Yabby, it's going to be Molotov'd out. Forced wide. Gets across the default. Now Major will activate. Throw on the back of Jen, still there.
What the hell, Major?
Cadian's flanking. Cadian was flanking. Major onto Bro, and these pistols, despite Yabby's nice early headshot, looks like it's not going to get them too far. Cardia does look like he's starting to hit some more shots at the top of the scoreboard. Yeah,
I feel that, look, this can age very poorly, the sentiment right now, but so can the veto. I think just Astralis picking Vertigo into a team like EF, it does feel like a mistake to me. In the head-to-head, and obviously roster's slightly different, Astralis have gotten the better of them in the 3 outings, or 3 maps. It was a best-of-3 series and a best-of-1 at Rio, and Astralis have always beaten Eternal Fire. But if they play the Counter-Strike that they're capable of, EF, this should be their map and likely series.
It does feel like a gift. I'd love to hear that if we get a chance in a post-match interview to hear from Major's reaction.
Hey, Major, how did it feel when they picked Vertigo?
With the map you have a 75% win rate on.
Yeah, well, we couldn't complain.
Yeah. Feels like...
Said thank you to Astralis.
In a do-or-die match. A match for your major life.
Yeah, and I think in the HLTV rankings, both of these teams are considered top 10. So we will be losing a top 10 team today.
Brutal. And punishing Bro. Nice, Wakadia punishes Stoun's early venture, and wow. Zentaris has just cleared the B site. We didn't quite catch that. Wakadia
maybe we'll get that one on the replay. That must have been
a transfer?
Some gigabangers.
Or like 2 taps. Tum tum.
Well, he shot 6 bullets.
And killed 2 players. Madness. I mean, you can see how unprepared they were for that to happen. Woxy has to go back, get the bomb. Oh, B's open, is it? Thanks very much, Zentaris.
How comfortable do you think Cadian was getting the knife in the back just before? It's like a familiar feeling for him.
Yeah, no, I suspect he's kind of grown accustomed to it.
It must be tough when you look left and right and you see those grubby hands.
Sends Major off the building.
What can you say about this one? Nothing really.
Woxic with the big green gun. Cadian trying to save his. It seems that they're going to be allowed this time, despite Eternal Fire being quite close in proximity. Calix doesn't want to push that smoke, and I don't blame him.
Also, if you want to go check out the action on the mainstream, Harry and Hugo bringing you G2 taking on Spirit for a spot at the Major. Oh. That one, you know, one of those two will be down with the winner of this one tomorrow, fighting for their life in terms of how the matchups. Here it is.
Bomb. Oh my God, it's got me dry heaving.
Thanks for lining up, gentlemen's.
Yeah, because it's funny because from their perspective, it's like, okay, I'll play close. Yeah, I'll play on the boxes, and for Zentaris, you're about 2 centimeters between each other.
Even if he was aiming at the first guy, he might have just hit the second guy accidentally.
Oh, 2 timeouts in 7 rounds of play. Okay, so I mean that's a good signifier that Astralis are uncomfortable, as is the scoreline. But they are just going to be trying to get themselves situated, get themselves, you know, vibes. Vibes win games. Vibes win games.
All right, Nexa.
And I'm just saying, yeah, I've given channeling my inner Nexa. And I don't feel like the vibes on the Astralis tribe are particularly high.
No, but they've got more excuses. And that's really
what it's all about.
Matters at the end of the day.
It's all about. EF do have less in the excuse department.
Cadian had or has a broken elbow. Device is not in the server.
Bro hates everyone. That's just a joke. That's a joke, obviously.
Just like picking Vertigo.
Yep.
All right, surely this is it, boys. This is it.
Clear the smoke. Star gets a multi. Empty-handed. They're low, but that doesn't mean anything to Cadian. He's trapped and committed. Oh! Bloody hell.
But wait, there's more. I like this from EF though. They get the kills, they're not just going to overrun, they're going to...
And then you either like have to push into Zentaris to get info.
Which always feels desperate on Vertigo, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can't... There's no nice way to play this for Astralis, unless you could like look through walls and then gamble towards B. But you can't.
They did find a solution for that once upon a time, but...
Yeah. Jesus, we are just...
I said I didn't want to shit on them. Oh,
bloody... Oh, holy moly! He is just the dealer of misery right now.
Take a break from the comedy channel to look at some headshots.
Handing out freebies. Anyone else want some misery? As they say in Malta, Mela. Mela, Mela, Mela.
Mela, Mela, Mela.
Oh, a little smirk of pride coming out from Zentaris. That one, it will look crispy.
Even the cameraman enjoyed it.
Tell you who didn't. No, I'm not going to carry that. God, we can't.
Well, the other game next door sounds entertaining.
So is ours. Different reasons. G2 and Spirit, that is quite the head-to-head. And of all the times, if Spirit can actually catch the edge on a team they've been struggling to beat, ooh,
yeah, that would be
juice, the drama.
A dish best served cold. Year of the Dragon, Alex. If Spirit aren't at the Major, I don't know what kind of cliche lines I'm going to get away with.
It's true. Major, if he walks through the smoke, he's a dead man, but he's a wise man. And bloody hell, Zentaris has found the gap. Just walks through mid. And now looking to clear out B. They could overlook Yabi. Major, you have your knife out in a smoke. Calix has the mid-rotation. You can see this reaction. Ooh, scary scenes for Calix, but he's cool. He's calm, and Yabi collects.
Still time to pivot away. They don't have to hit B. They know that Yabi's here, but they're trying to lock him down. Yabi.
Brilliant.
Takes Zentaras off the tall box. Alleviated a lot of pressure, hasn't he?
He hasn't reloaded, and he does. Gets another one.
Round there from Yabi. Cadian 1-on-2 in the right place. Knife in the hand. Wakadia down. 30 seconds.
Oh, and Calix doesn't have fantastic HP, so swapping to the AK really gives Cadian the edge in this head-to-head. Trying to give Astralis a CT side they can work with, be proud of. And nails it, Cadian. That's purely for survival here.
Oh, can't find his AWP, can't find his AWP, can't find his AWP. Tough. Okay, well, he at least gets to retain the AK, and they get their second round. Now, look, goofs and gags aside, very serious match, and if Astralis get 5 on the half, guess what, Alex? There's still a chance. 5 is okay. I actually think 5 is legitimately okay, but hold up, Fabo. You're owning him. Maybe he wants to own him more. 7-2. Well, coach of EF takes a tactical timeout.
I'm sure if you were looking at that from Faber's perspective, you had that round. Zentara's got you an opening. You know, the conversation is, Yabi was stairs, and we let him get 3 people in 3 individual 1v1s. Like,
well, yeah, you could see how desperate. I think it was Major there. He was like, all right, well, I'll jump so you can trade, which they did. But then Wakadia gets caught knife out as well.
Alex spots 2 people elevator, indicating there's probably only 1B.
Yeah, I guess the problem is to push through the grey screen into Yabi's dangerous. That's the one. Yeah, just obviously they didn't know where Cadian was at that moment. Yeah. The time was on. It's a pressure issue. So good clutch from Casper. This is where they can start. It's not over yet. Has definitely been one-way traffic. And rallies of U2 on either side of the map. Astralis trying to vie for a bit of space, bit of control.
Oh, Major tried to catch that time. He catches bullets into his boots. Bro reveals himself, the 2-man B start.
And they really had to start blocking B heavily.
Is he already like jiggling out for the fights, or is he underground? Okay, he's entered B stairs. Excuse me, minimap sucks.
Yeah, this is the thing, right? So having Zentaras being able to get boosted so early. Remember how many rounds he was getting boosted at B and they were harassing B lobby control? You need to stall that out if you're the Danes. And they've been able to do so, right? This time round and last. Now it is going to be a handful of smokes, an incendiary, and that one's gone, I think, a little bit deeper than you would have hoped for if you're Astralis. Traditionally see it top of the stairs, but I guess maybe it gives Bro different angles to worry about.
This is a good setup for this. Zentara is likely a dead man. Yabi just locked on this position. Gonna have to, I mean, you can no double.
They're blocking again. They just block stairs again.
You can double nade this position. Yeah, they won't do it. Nice work from Yabi. He's making this B site more and more difficult for them.
Can't go in.
Can't push that smoke, and now the rotation's on its way. Astralis is set for success here. Now the nades come towards Yabi's position. 25 seconds. He's still trapped B lobby. There's a smoke in front of your face. I mean, this would be suicide. Charging up into the site.
I think they're still
going for it. They are. Bro, 8 bullets, and they are swinging. Does have that support of Yabi. Nice find, nice find. And Messi from Eternal Fire.
I think you want to make sure you get the loss bonus here, Major. Don't go down after time. Don't go down after time. He's going down after time.
7-5.
Well, he can get a drop. It's still, yeah, it's not the end of the world. But they've been stalled out perfectly. So Astralis are donating a lot of resources to be able to block B. And, right, so we had one smoke early when they set up that little combination play with Yabi and Bro. Then they sat a little bit more passive, waiting for EF to make the next move. They blocked the stairs at about, I think it was the 40 or 50 second mark. Then they reblocked, and EF were forced to wait it out before they could hit the go. Nice deep nade. Good damage done. Oh,
that
wow.
That is incredible.
What is that?
Smoke, wallbanged stair.
Zentara's putting on a bit of a show. 12-4 currently. Got 10-4 for Major, 10-6 for Wakadia. So big contributions as they're looking to bear down on this A site.
This is cheeky.
Ooh.
This is a very all-in maneuver, and Stown does get the trade, gets away. Missed orb shot from Woxic as he dips back into the site. Looking to reaggress. The supporting flash is there, and oh, great headshot, Stown. He is looking sharp. Woxic now to sweep through. Headshot is occupied. A Molotov to force him out into the AWP position. Finds a safe haven. And Woxic continues his crawl. Nails his shot onto Bro. Now, they know Stown was there. Yabi, the unknown entity. Calix audible retreat. Do they overthink this?
Well, they can still execute, right? You have the smoke on Calix. You could just probably block the new elevator gap, get a molly in towards headshot. You've got 3 of them. You could ply these very well. Your biggest issue is if you get crawled upon. So there's the elevator smoke. This molly helps for short scaling as well. Headshot molly being pieced together.
Yeah, and Yabi is going to need assistance. Does he hit that headshot? Calix spots him out. Nice control of the AK.
There we go.
And Stown hit it heads. But Zentaris can do the same. 9 seconds. Picks up the bomb.
Has to plant.
Did he fake it? He didn't even fake it. Oops. That's not gone well. That's a good idea as to where Stown is positioned, but either way, Astralis make it 4, and it's Stown, it's Yabi, a double kill each. Nice headshots defending the A site, and I mean, those are the individuals you have to see maintain online. Stown, I believe, highest rated player. This is how it started for them. What an incredible...
That's so tough for Stare, isn't it? This is where I take the issue. Wakadia gets the kill, is traded, but no space was able to be taken. Short was blocked, so EF couldn't push, and they didn't all just start waltzing up the ramp. It gave the ability for Stown to reposition. And the smiles creeping on the faces of the Danes now. The classic Cadian hype man getting them going. Knows there's a player right side. Stare steps out, gets the opener.
Good shots, finds Bacardi. This is a nice touch of aggression from the Danes. And the flashes, the deep smoke. This is full ramp control. Look at that. That's a cool way to do it. I mean, anything that Eternal Fire's game plan revolved around any A space, that's now changed. Calix dips down the ladder, realizing that mid is not the go.
This feels like a blown chance for EF on this map, at least in the first half, right? They could have walked away with 9 rounds, and right now it's likely to be a 7-5. They have no space, they're completely suppressed.
I love this.
Astralis aggression has really screwed them.
Yeah, I mean, essentially now, Stare. Just jump spots, they can gamble like 3B, 1 mid. Stare doesn't get the info immediately. On the next jump spot, he will. Throws out the smoke, peeks in. What a cheeky boy he is. He was alone in that one, so brave to take that additional fight.
And only his 4th kill, so it's great if Stare can activate. He's a player who I think we can see an awful lot more from.
And hasn't elected to molly the sandbags here. Major could be spotted out by a Stare glance. He actually slips into that short smoke now. Cadian holding. Comfortable. Really comfortable. Yeah, missed opportunity perhaps. And this corner is a banger for Bro. Does he get overlooked? No is the answer. Great headshot from Calix. Great awareness on a map he's played an awful lot. Cadian's AWP arrives just in time. Has that cross. Shadow and swing. Down. Great headshot. But Calix another. Walked into Cadian. And that's a recovered half. That is most definitely a recovered half. 4 on the trot. And missed opportunities from Eternal Fire.
Yeah, and one of the things to keep note on will likely be the reactions of Zentares as this game continues. He definitely shows his frustrations, wears his heart on his sleeve. And as mentioned, it's still a half win. It's still a great start. Pistol conversion, 7 out of the first 8 rounds of play. You had them right where you wanted them. But that's the key. You had them right where you wanted them. I don't know if we can say that they let Astralis back in as much as Astralis adjusted and worked back in there, but there are a couple of number situations that EF should have put themselves in better stead to convert. So this one has been a bit of a slippery slope. If Stare and Bro can start activating along the sides of Stown and Yabi, there's no reason they can't turn their fate around on their map choice, Astralis. The class of the core, we know. We've seen it. It was on display. It disintegrated. It asked plenty of questions. It saw them turning to the organization that was their enemy. Now they find themselves in the maroon. And that energy that once existed is still there for Cadian.
Yeah,
He's looking for redemption as well, Alex, because Liquid didn't work at all.
Make no mistake. I mean, this is his chance to not only redeem himself, but also show that, you know, to the world that Liquid are wrong and he was right.
Well, Liquid have already booked their spot. Astralis have the longest road to do so. It's going to have to be the full reverse sweep. Take a page out of Gamer Legion's book. Lost to 9 Pandas, lost to Sashi. And then a 2-1 against Bait that was damn close on the final 2 maps.
Fine.
There's Bro.
Whoa, Bro.
There's Bro.
How's he done that? I mean, he's just charged in. Claims Full triple.
The bomb's planted B.
Finally falls. 2 versus 4 for Astralis to maintain. Now 3. Doubling up in this corner seems set for success here. Oh, that's a crazy headshot.
Well, maybe they don't clear.
You're not going to clear another, are you? Yabi there. Oh, great shots. Yabi for the pistol. Woxic a response. Oh, it's so close. He runs out of bullets.
Time.
He runs out of bullets, runs him down. Has he got it?
I think he's got it. I think he's got it. This is going to be damn close.
I'm not sure.
I think he's got it.
I'm not sure. Oh, bloody hell!
Whoa!
Eternal fire! Clutch it back after a bro triple! Astralis fumble!
That's a 2v4.
2v4, Chad. And Calix with some crazy headshots, and Woxic gets it done in time. This is one onto bro. Bang. See you later. This one's even better.
Beautiful.
Cadian down. Yabi nearly had a chance right there. And then Stown forces this 1v1. He gets a reload off. A 10-second defuse. He reloads. He runs him down. And stable. I'm not sure how little time was on the clock, but that's under a second.
It was 0.3.
Oh, bloody hell.
Astralis plant, Astralis force.
Yabi drops an AK for his boys.
Oh, avoiding any of the early potential utility flak damage are Astralis, allowing the protocol nades from EF.
Bro gets 3 kills in the pistol, gets a deagle and Kev. Silent dismount. So a late burst of util. Molly on the sandbags, a smoke short that sows seeds of doubt as to whether there's a peak imminent.
It's good restraint on the util usage from EF. If you're not pressured, you don't have to use the nades. That's the job of the Ts, to make you feel like you need to block, you need to force the hand. Right now, that's not the case. But the longer they wait, sure, there's time pressure on Astralis, but they're the ones now with the util advantage.
Yeah.
They've got a smoke, a couple of flashes, and a molly. If these are perfectly placed, EF fumble a shot or two, Astralis can break in.
Madge has just thrown another smoke, so you can't go short. If that was your plan, it's just not an option. And now they bolster the numbers, and Tara's with Cardia there.
20 seconds.
What do you do here, folks? A flash? They're pushing smoke.
They're
pushing smokes! And it's working horribly! Just the one back. Stown. Oh, Stown, lovely. But now brought down by the MP9, bro, with no HP and no hope. AKs to be hoovered up here by the CTs. And that is a bleak force buy for Astralis. How quick will this slip out of their grip? A 7-5 recovery, 4 consecutive rounds to round out the half, and now they find themselves already back in the hole. An eco, double digits imminent.
Couldn't get the second AK right there, so that is probably why Xantares didn't look too happy at the end of that round.
Yeah, he saw the scout and thought, what have I done? Oops.
Gone the wrong way.
Crazy how that's how quickly that's gone south. And also, it was such a very clear philosophy in the anti-force buy. Like, we just keep short smoked. Like, I can actually hear Matt just saying it, guys. Just keep smoking short. And they ended up having to push through it. Like,
in Turkish, of course.
Yes. Yeah. In my head, he's
with
speaking
his French accent.
Yeah. Different philosophy in this one. Hey, they have got no nades and bad guns. Macardia, if you want to hit some headshots, have a go.
I played a pug yesterday, and I couldn't quite believe it. One of the guys on my team, he said, let's anti-eco. And I wept tears of joy.
It still exists.
I couldn't believe it. It was one of the happiest days in recent memory for me, Alex.
Just a beaming smile of pride. Oof, good chip damage there. It's down. Significant damage. Missed smoke. There's a little something for Bro to work with, hoping he can find a way in.
Is chip damage like a special agent, or is he like he's a retired Navy SEAL, I reckon? Chip damage.
Yeah, that's it. The name's Damage. Chip damage. Like, he's still got all of his skills, but
yeah,
he's gained some weight. You know, he's had the easy life.
Yeah, but when called upon,
yeah, still delivers.
It's gonna Liam Neeson your ass.
Oof. A bomb plant could be nice here for Astralis. They'd take that. Bite your arm off for that. couple of players on that 1700. Here they come. Throw one. Comfortable defense so far here. And goes off without a hitch. Like to get rid of that MP9 if he could, but Woxic can get him to bring it through once more.
All right, well, slurped him up there with the MP9, so plenty of cash to work with going forward. The gun's now back out for the Danes. Remind everybody, this is an elimination game. One of these two teams will not be getting the opportunity to fight for their right tomorrow. Right now, this is the map choice of Astralis. Coming up next, they will need to play Dust 2. Our live translation team will be with us in anywhere from 60 to 90 seconds to let us know what Calix just said. So thank you very much to all of our live translators. And if Astralis want any stake in this, they need to get going and fast. Constricting the catwalk position as Cadian lining this one up. It's a bit of a classic. We all know where this one's going to go. And if you don't, it's going to be mid-side of elevator. It's actually forced Woxic into a more of a passive stance. He's now tucked towards CT spawn as the replenish from Cadian.
That's the dot. So the dot on the diagonal and under the AC. Walk, jump, throw. Woxic. Ooh, he had a shot. He had his chance. And now mid's a problem. Now mid is a big problem. Calix eating flashes. Swings through. Does hit a nice headshot onto Stair. That was rapid.
They're going the long way around.
Into CT, into Calix for a nice one. Yabi and Cadian collecting. Oh, it's Astralis owning it. That's a nice sign of life for their T side.
And I like the use of that smoke because with the way that this map has changed, the seesaw options are a little bit wider, right? If you get up short and that player is now worried about the potential mid-leak, which seems crazy, but you saw Woxic there, he pushed out the smoke, then he had to rotate around the long way. You can punish, right, the rotation, and Astralis did exactly that. If you wanted to help your B defenders, here are your options. Push A, the longest rotation point, or you rotate through us, and that means you have to win the fight. So Calix did a good job getting the first, but it was really up to Woxic getting a kill and then staying alive. The fact he didn't, that's the difference maker.
You could see he was in two minds between playing it from CT or playing on the edge of that smoke, and he elected between the two of them to end up around that smoke, but he started CT. I'd perhaps question whether or not there was more of a chance for one from that position. Of course, didn't catch exactly what was thrown from the mid players.
Well, the second flash, it didn't quite catch Calix, or it did, but only partially. But you can see the thought process. So a nicely put together round there from the Danes, and they make it just a 4-round game.
Is that the kind of thing you can immediately go back to, or is that something you have to kind of, you know, move away from in back-to-back rounds?
Well, I think the thing is, one of the parts of that means that you can use it in future rounds is establishing control elsewhere, like B lobby or A ramp. And then if you throw that smoke again, but you walk up ramp heavy, and then your third player, Woxic, is cheating B as opposed to A. Besides weaker.
Aggressive. Wicardia trades.
This is a real pace shifter.
Already of that intimidating smoke. A CT smoke finds it as well, like a retake smoke of sorts. Okay, we've got an interesting round transpiring here. Wicardia naded down to just 20 points of health. Essentially a 3v4 on the site. That CT smoke is being used to maneuver into a potential for a plant disruptor. Wicardia thinks twice. Now boosting up around Crane, looking for the sideline into Ellie. No one home.
I like this. I like the poison patience from Astralis. They're not going to play around the silly business of those smokes. They're going to wait it out.
They've got time to do so. Calix has the door locked behind them. Or not.
Even just sound cues, right? So, well, actually, never mind.
Just look, I saw Woxic looking worried about it, but he's got to trust Calix has got that.
Well, you have to. How could you not?
Now the question is, does Calix really move first? Oh, he didn't spot him.
He 100% saw him.
He has not reacted.
He 100% saw him.
Yeah. Oh, Calix is right on their tail. And gets the headshot. That's crazy. Jumps in for their info. And the round's still up for debate. Down. Gives it a go. But Calix's flank is securing an 11th.
Crikey, it's down with the nice little multi-kill there.
He's definitely looking like individually capable of converting this battle for survival.
Well, it has to be Stound and Yabi as the star output, right? And the thing is, for Cadian, his AWP impact, it can be felt, but he's not a star AWPer. He's not a Monacy, right? He's not a Zywoo. He's still serviceable, sure, but it's always that flair that Heroic once upon a time brought, and now in the Astralis jersey. But they're all let out. Bye. Oh, bye-bye.
Bye-bye-bye. Cadian down on the back street.
Oh, he's back with his boys. Not as in sync this time round.
Oh, Wicardia. He's in hot pursuit. The timing. Oh, it's horrible. They turn around. The nade will finish off Stound. Santara's times that well. Stare as well takes heavy licks. Look at Bro. They're all just kind of hanging on by a thread. 25 points of health for Bro. Works up the lobby. Bomb on A with Yabi, the healthiest member. A couple of HEs to be thrown out and not in the right place. Ballsy boost. It's not going to confirm anything. Well, actually, well, yeah, it's not going to confirm that they're not on Xbox.
Nice little hang time on that jump there from Zentaras, but this B defense, Calyx is playing quite passive over towards Gen. He'll have the contribution of Major, who is currently in the construction window position. But hold up, hold up. The reroute up the ladder. They're going to try and split B. Nobody's watching mid right now. Well, nobody was watching middle.
Oh, you know what? This is a shot Yabi has to hit. He's still on that elevated spot. Now Bro takes contact. And Torres, gets in for one another. Drop and hunt. Yabi having to work hard for this one. And yeah, walks into the AWP, baited in by Zentaras' presence. Bro with a 1 HP, 1v3. It's asking an awful lot with 10 seconds. And he can't even get the bomb. Can't even win this round if he wanted to. Just has to resign himself to a reluctant save as 12-6 scoreline on Astralis' pick for their major life. I remind you, their chances of making it to the perfect World Shanghai Major contingent on winning this best of 3. And the map they elected to pick, the map they considered their opportunity to start on the right foot, is a map we've seen Eternal Fire convert on multiple occasions in the last 3 months.
Yeah, and Dust 2 up next. And obviously, when we talk about Bro standing in for Device, it's not the 1-for-1, but they did have the ability to have Cadian, who was doing secondary AWPing, has been an in-game leader AWPer for the last couple of years, be able to step back into that. So as far as scenarios go, it's definitely not the worst case, right? It's like, well, this should be serviceable, right? But they're losing to the likes of Sashi. They're losing to 9 Pandas. They're just barely getting past bait. And for an org that has won the absolute most majors in Counter-Strike history to have been missing majors since Antwerp, that's a very long hiatus. This team falls in the same category as like our Fanatics, our NIPs, these legacy orgs that the community expects a whole lot more from, but potentially final round of play.
I see your point. The confidence probably wavers on what you thought were going to be your picks. You know, Inferno, Nuke, slipping away from your best of ones. Now you try your hand at Vertigo, and this one doesn't feel like it's working either.
Locked in again. 3v5.
Oh, nice shot. Surprises and Taras gets a jump scare. Calyx, he had his chances. Messy here from EF, and it's given Astralis a bit of a chance. A flank from Wicardia. That's ridiculous. Perfect.
It needs to be careful, though.
Yeah, chill your beans, mate. 50 seconds. Yabi can definitely work some magic here. All it takes is a mixed warp shot from Woxic and a clear from Yabi. But actually, he's actually looking to try and pick up that bomb. Not going to go for a plant, I assume. With 40 seconds, he's going to try and isolate at least one of these players. Okay, I tell a lie. He's actually gone for it, and it's the perfect call. Woxic was repositioning. Yabi reads it, now spotted out and brought low. Good damage from Wicardia. Still, though, Woxic is going to be required to hit a shot. How's that? There's Vertigo in the bag. Eternal Fire take their opponent's map pick. Astralis team talk has to be something special here. We have to find a new form, a new level if they want to survive and secure themselves a spot for the Shanghai Perfect World Major.
Yeah, indeed. And look, I think if we touch on some of the key factors there that were positives for the Turks, right? Xantares was on pace.
Brutal, yeah.
For a team that is usually embroiled in controversy anyway, so maybe this is just par for the course. They're a content team in a different way. G2 versus Spirit. They're currently, well, they'd finished their first map. I'm not sure if the second has started. You guys can go check that out with Harry and Hugo. Got Richard Yanko and Blair covering off all the desk action for that one. But I can see all the players in the server. Freeze time ticking down, and we're going to get this one underway. Eternal Fire, their map choice on the defense. And can they get it done without any sweat on the brow? Will this be a 2-0 clear-cut victory, keeping the B stream for the day clean and easy?
Oh. That's clean and easy as the aggressions are cancelled. Xantares tests his luck up mid. Major with an awful lot to do with no Kevlar to do it with. He's got himself the smoke kit. Finds himself tucked on the doors. There is no way, unless Woxic gets one. Yeah, but they're still not going to... Oh, they're going to clear him. Oh my god, he gets two! Bro and Yavi cannot believe no one cleared that corner.
Oh, good sacrifice of life there from Woxic. A winnable situation now for Calix and Wakadia.
Can't go wrong for Astralis. You got the opening kill. You got two. Wakadia on Gandalf and not planted for him to disrupt it. But if you walk out of that smoke, you might... Whoa! Banger. And... Cadian. There's no...
Come on now, mate.
Cadian! Oh, you fool! You absolute numpty! What have you done that for? It could be fine, but Calix even picks up a kit. It's not planted for Gandalf. We know that. We learnt that. Oh! I'm furious if I'm his teammates.
Pack it up.
Counter-terrorists win.
How do you recover from that? I feel physically ill.
Oh, fucking hell.
Ah!
Do you have a teammate that goes for knives when they shouldn't? And oh my god, you know what? When I showed Casper that clip about not going for knives, what did he say? Yeah, but it gets in their heads, man. It gets in their heads, man. That's getting in your teammates' heads. What have you done that for? An absolute blunder.
Everybody just take a moment.
I've never been so frustrated. I'm not playing, but I'm mad.
Everyone just take a moment. Eco round mid to B, smoke and flash out to play. Major towards the B site alongside a Wakadia. The two of them tucked in car side on the clear. Xantares gets a lot of information, but Wakadia has got the frags. 3 more bodies as a plant seeming extremely unlikely. Low HP. Donating the rifle, but Wakadia just farms them up. They mow them down. Just 1 casualty, only an MP9 lost. So very well handled from EF.
This is one of the more important games. Okay.
Yeah, this is for elimination.
This is for elimination, bro.
This is for elimination.
This is like truly some of the most important CS you're going to play this year.
This is the most important Counter-Strike you'll play this year because this is your last event of the year. After this, you go on holidays. After this, it's Christmas. After this, you sit at home watching the best teams in the world fight for the major trophy.
I'm cool. Okay.
Well, that's a good amount of damage. Blind spam through the smoke, chips away. Cadian gets the opener onto Xantares. Man advantage to work with. And long has been lost. Looking good for the Danes to convert their first. Can have the late lurk piece of Yabi. They have the smokes for the cross. Bro lining up one of those now. But EF have investigated and diligently enough taken note of their CT utility. I see 3 incendiaries, a couple of HEs to break open the smoke. That one's well timed. They saw him. They know he's crossed.
Dangerous game he's playing here. Molly out into Stown. This is going to get uncomfortable. Highly uncomfortable for Stown. That smoke, though, gives him a bit of solace. Major threw that out to play around. Good damage, chipping away, and Wakandi will catch down around now. Awkward for Major, gets into the crosshairs of Bro. Tapped away at Yabi, late arrival. Khaled still in lower. They don't believe it. For some reason, they're still not buying it. I'll tell you the reason, no one's crossed.
30 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to have to do so now. Calix with a late, long arrival. Now re-smoking, no flash available. So guns for EF. 20
He's flanking.
seconds.
Calix is flanking.
Yeah, Cadian.
He's noisy.
Cadian down! Oh, it's falling apart at the seam. Still a headshot here. Could come in clutch. Yabi left alone. A third for EF. And my mother always told me, got nothing nice to say.
Say nothing at all. Just like Ned Flanders, where nothing at all. Look, Alex, it's okay. You said that you thought it was going to be 2-0 when our little death segment started. You said that you thought there was... No, you didn't say that. But the sentiment was there was no way. And right now, that feels like it's going to ring true.
I'm cool, I'm cool. Let's go. Charging. Pace change. 3-man long defense. Clear of that corner smoke. I mean, it does get them out long, but what's your finish? You can do a double smoke lineup. Woxic re-clearing, but not swinging off of this. Is terrifying for Astralis. EF spamming away. Calix on the reload. They've got Santares. Oh, he unloads. In combination with Woxic, Cadian and Yabi clawing something back, and a nice headshot from Stare. It's still very far from realistic to see him convert this one, but a nice headshot all the same. Let's see how EF handle this one. Do they let that smoke keep them in the dark? They don't.
I like the fact they just swing and play for info. They still need to be worried that he could just be parking the bus. You can see all the X's on the radar as the corpses, but Stare has a real opportunity to get a free plant on B right now. He isn't to know where the CTs have gotten off to, and the same conversation to be said for EF. So as they investigate long, they're going to see that there's no bomb on the deck. Stare likely to be able to make his... Oh, he's gone the diciest of ways through. Wakadia. Oh,
hello.
Seeing him. He can plant.
And he will. Important.
Yeah, look, they're just going to run him down. He would have to hit 2 blinders of headshots. You'd really have to mess this one up, EF.
Audible dismount. Double push. Swaps him out. And 1 bullet is enough to secure it. So getting that bomb plant, max loss. One's going to have something despite...
Guys, what are you doing? What are we doing here? Okay, Major's going to get another AK. Hold off on the defuse. Should be able to get it now. There's the AWP. Okay, that's fine. It's all good. 4-0. I can't wait for the demo review.
Oh, mate.
Oh, boosting the AWP short. No, never mind. It's going to do long door smoke. The AWP still could be boosted up short. Fast B? Are they really rushing B? Are you joking me?
They're testing Macardia. Major, good damage, good entries. Stown and Yabi get through. Shock and awe, the name of the game. And just like that, they've got themselves their first T-side round.
The year is 2024, Counter-Strike is 20 years old, and we are still rushing B. The fact that they pull that off, you can see the new skyboxes, the ability to get the smoke in towards the doors, the flash is good, and straight in. So, nice little blow for Astralis.
I assume that that doesn't influence your starts for EF, right? That's something you kind of you wave your hand at and say won't happen again.
Yeah, and you see the amount of damage that was done by Major, right? So it just will change the way that that B setup is ready when they see early util coming.
Yeah.
Right? Either you'll be anti or you'll use some protocol nades in a little bit of a different way. Essentially, you just want to be in a position to mow them down as they come out of the choke point. 4-1.
When in doubt, rush B no stop.
Yeah, right. So a lot of damage was done there by Major. Like, he gets 1 kill traded, then Wakadia gets 1 or 2 kills,
So
right?
retake it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So important for Astralis to get those kills on entry.
I mean, the luxury of rushing B, the reason it is valid is, of course, the fact that you don't use much util. So once you're in, if you do get in, it's a
Exactly.
you're not getting out. They're not getting in.
Are they going again?
Yes, slight deviation in the stair mid, but Down is rushing B again. And
Yeah, see the difference?
That's what happens. That's what happens when I call it. Anyway.
But you could just see the adjustment, like the stance they're in, ready to mow, and you're just spamming through the smoke. So running through smokes is how 3 players have died for Astralis in this very round, and maybe Bro will make it 4. Now you see that smoke that Astralis are throwing to essentially the lurk smoke, right? That one there was a Twists design.
Right, I remember that one.
I was out for dinner with him. He's like, yeah, man, I've been cooking. He wouldn't tell me what he had. And then I watched the next game, and I'm like, well, I'm posting this on Twitter, mate.
You rascal.
It's in the demo now. And
yeah, I think I've got a lineup. It's like in the pole.
You go, exactly. And like the antenna. And yeah,
release when you get to this dot.
something like that.
Yeah. I actually stole it from Chad Birchall's Twitter.
There it is.
Yeah. I call it the sponge smoke, actually. I've stolen it. You get stolen valor on that one.
Oh, dear. Sorry, RVD.
RVD.
I hope the people at home don't hate that nickname because he likes that nickname more than the Magician.
Okay.
We had that conversation with him in the car park in Cologne.
He's an RVD fan.
He likes RVD.
Okay, well, I probably should stop making the jokes about it then. So that's cool. RVD. It is. Not saying anything.
It's his initial.
Yeah, I get it. I understand it. Just acronyms ending in D.
Oh,
That's all.
Dolkin.
Yeah. Is Van his middle name like a separate thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Van,
Yeah.
so his name is Russell Van.
Well, you know,
Russell Van.
you know Von Haller.
No. Is that a game?
Terrorists win.
You play that? You have Rush?
It's a game I play,
build
yeah.
houses and stuff?
Yeah. Because I believe it probably has some Germanaic.
Like Van der Haar.
Yeah, so it
Van
could be-
Nistelrooy.
Oh, it's like of, right?
Ah, yeah. Did so. Okay.
I imagine Halle is like an area, maybe a castle once upon a time.
Oh, Valhalla. Like where the Vikings go and they die gloriously.
No, that's one word.
Yeah, okay. Well, 30 seconds to talk this one out. Have a chat. Can't believe he's gone for the cable under the keyboard. I feel like that's quite a,
I don't like it
a
either.
risky maneuver, man. Does that mean
Yeah.
he's got wobbles if he's not?
Well, it comes down to the under keyboard arms, right?
Yeah.
So, but because I don't love it.
Yeah, personal preference and all that.
Or is it through?
Do you think
Are you
they've got
sure
a
it's under?
channel underneath the
Well, it could be between the arrow keys, right? Your dells, your ends, your page downs, your homes, your inserts,
I see you.
and then your arrow key.
Okay, yeah. Wouldn't work for
Drawn
me.
out round of Counter-Strike that was. All right. There we go. Another opener for Casper, Katie, and Muller.
Santaras gets a test hit. Oh, he was not prepared. He's actually panicking. I would be too. Down. Stair takes a head-on collision with Santaras, and they find the opening. Not only that, Woxic taken down as well.
Surprised he didn't drop the incendiary. I guess he thought they'd run through it anyway, so wanted to make sure he had gun out, but
Important pick from Cadian. They need to convert this one and convert it cleanly, just to get their teeth into this half.
I just wonder how it could go wrong.
I don't know.
How does this one go wrong?
It doesn't. It doesn't. Flash him in. And Wakadia gets just the one. Good trade. Important trade from Stown. Now they plant B. And Astralis' second round is comfortably converted. Just like that.
All right, well, a little bit of a disposal service from Katie in there, making sure the AWP not easy to scoop up. But if we take a little bit of the financial diversion, there is more than enough money for EF to go for the buy into the next. So it is just going to become a 3-round game. They're going to save again, and we might see a lot of this, especially if Cadian keeps finding openers. So Woxic just pipped at the post. Cadian's found a couple of nice ones, and then Zantara's run down. So Stair and Cadian in combination. Get them their second round of play. So it's been a B rush and, well, a standard round. So that's the recipe for success so far. They should have had a pistol, but that's a conversation for another day.
Just moved on from that, Chad. And so have Astralis, clearly, with a nice pair of rounds to work with. That's going to humble Eternal Fire somewhat. Get one more chance with those saved AKs and drops, and that's the shot we saw from Cadian. Santares, and then just heading into B after picking out that mid-doors player. So very important stuff. Don't forget, this is for Astralis' chance of making their first CS2 major as an organization.
Well, keeping the chance alive.
Yeah, not even making it.
Right, so this is the problem with this series. We wave goodbye to one of these teams who are going to have their heart broken, and the other one has to march forth and play potentially 2 best-of-3s tomorrow, the 7th place decider.
Flash is long. Well, Calyx under scrutiny. They are quite fast with this one. He will concede it, falls back.
Your traditional response would be to take some upper tunnel space, but at the same time, Wakadia had just smoked upper B, so they can't really do that. I wonder if when the mid-door smoke starts to fade, if Major in combination with his cat players will look for mid territory. That way they're able to educate themselves towards long a little bit better. So smoke's now faded. It's very quiet. They're not hitting any spam. Nobody trying to jump up. Nothing from lower dark. So it can be a bit more of an educated guess that, hey, it is likely to be a long play once more.
Cadian gets that AWP into pick, and pick once the smoke fades into the site, but no one's home there. It's actually really
replenish.
Short focus, short centric. Great shot. He's just nailed him through the smoke there.
Well, now you can brute force, or you should have.
Yeah, looks like they are starting to put that together. So the cross smoke's there. Just a smoke, bang. Santares flashed through. Second, pop, not blind. Bro, good find. Building a round out of this one. Cadian with the first pick. Bro finds Santares on the aggress, and they're taking their time to find the finish. Woxic dismounts. Onto Nubox for an angle. It's not a comfortable angle. He's missed it.
Safe.
Trying to get away from this one. Major still finds Bro, and with 25 seconds, as soon as that... Oh, he's pushing blind in the smoke. Wakadia gets Cadian. His teammates were blind.
Catlurk.
Catlurk for 2. Lovely from Yabi. Finishes the job Bro started. Wakadia can do nothing as it's a Yabi nade for the triple. Astralis take the round. A little bit of glimmer of hope with Major and Wakadia's contributions, but they stabilize thanks to that late short arrival, and it will be Eternal Fire into the timeout.
Here's what I'm saying if I'm the boss man coach right now. Can we just not give away the first 2 picks of the round, please? Like the first, at least. Let's just not give away that opening kill. He's looking straight at Calyx, who did give away that frag, and I would love to see it from Cadian's perspective to see how he found that shot. Did he go too early on the smoke? Did Cadian just have a blind one? If it was just a blind one, okay. You can throw that away and say, not a problem. But when you connect that with the previous round they won, Woxic going down in middle, at that point, you can have the conversation, hey, boys, let's just not give away the opening kill, right? That's what we want to... Oh, he was a bit early.
Too early.
Well, that's a mistake.
Yep.
That's not fortune, that's a mistake indeed. So good shooting from Cadian. Said he needed contributions on the AWP, and he's doing it.
Certainly is. And Yabi's close as well. I mean, there was just enough chaos. They looked at the time, they realized bomb plant's a priority for Astralis. They focused on that. Still looks good for Astralis in the Vive department, despite a couple of questions being asked. So they're out long, and Eternal Fire, conservative one.
Yeah, this M4 on Santares, if they pincer down on Yabi, they can get an AK in the hands of Major as long as he doesn't die first, which he does. But now Santares knows, has to make this trade and will. But does that force Astralis to get a move on towards A? Looks like it. Cross smoke landing.
Yeah, Calyx is going to go get that M4 while Wakadia tasks with trying to stop this cross. Nade comes through, Santares will break it, but nothing to report. It's down and Bro already across, bomb thrown into Bro. He has a smoke and throw that short. And the boost not working out, Santares down. For his first contribution, Wakadia not going to be able to do too much. That smoke gives Woxic a little bit of an angle, but it's being held, and nice spray. Connects into the head, Astralis with, this will be their 3rd consecutive.
They've stabilized, haven't they?
Yeah, most def.
And this would be even worse if they end up losing in 2 months with how the pistol went, right? I hate to bring it up again, but I know we're still a long ways away from that. but there will be a point of reflection there. How much did Calix spot on the jump? I think he saw at least one, so I'm not even sure he'll get to hold on to this. Multiple bodies already hunting.
Shots.
Oh, and the step gives away Bro's position, so knows just how much pressure he's under. Will Stair be able to get there in time? He's legging it through tunnels. And he will. So, good restraint there from Bro, making sure that his teammate was there to just pincer in on the position. But now we should see the buy again. There's no Woxic AWP available. So to really mitigate the issues that you're having towards losing long, time and time again, of Eternal Fire, you have a few options. You can start 4-1, but we've already seen Astralis have prevalence to rush B. They're not afraid to make that crazy call. Or you could play a little bit more mid-centric, completely clear out the tunnels, make sure you get mid control and box them in.
Stair's got the long spawn and he's going to take it.
Done neither.
Gets out to blue bin. Oh, they've missed their incendiary. They missed the incendiary for blue bin. So Stair's out, and he's actually a bit of a bait. The bomb's towards upper B.
They must be aware it's a possibility.
Yeah, it's being looked at.
Alex is looking straight at it.
Ooh, and Cadian deterred.
What's going on, Zentares, bro?
He just wants to get it done, yeah. Some uncharacteristic pushes from him.
Oh, we're traded at least, and Cadian low. They know that the A rotating rifler is dead, so that can help Cadian make a bit of an informed decision on what they want to finish with, and take a look at how light the utility is for Eternal Fire with a minute on the clock. This type of a buy round was, 4.5k for most of their players.
I feel for the two-man B hold here. This is going to be very tough to get past. Calix Shaw confirms that long is still not an option for Astralis. Mid is an uncertainty. Madra and Wicardia there, and patience. Oh, patience from Cadian. Catches the Calix.
Now you go A.
Now you go A.
You definitely go A. Surely.
Oh, the timing on that one is a pain for Bro. Wicardia punishes.
They're going into the stack.
Woxic. Yeah, Wicardia has managed to get one. Now it's Madja's turn. Crade's available. Madja spotted one, but knows Cadian's coming in through. And the bomb B ramp. 15 seconds. Madja head-to-head with Yabi. AK, though, just has to hit that first headshot. And oh, goes wide! A chance for Madja. Yabi just adjusts. He has saved Astralis on multiple occasions. This one, no different. Yabi, that is a quick flick. I'm sure we might get a chance to see it from his perspective, but from Madja's, it's not ideal.
He had perfectly outpositioned it, so the pre-aim from Yabi was to do with platform, and he's in not the blind spot, but the off angle that he had forced, and not able to convert that. So Madja, maybe a bit of the old age getting to him there, unfortunately. Standard mid combo, mid smoke, cap, molly, mid space taken. Woxic scout, roped off for now. Couple of investments, they will half buy this and full buy next. Madja with tunnels control, but he is going to get flanked. So there's a timer on this. You can see a player coming in from lower. Bit of bait thrown out there from Yabi to say, hey, look at me.
Oh,
don't worry about Stown.
Lovely team play. Comms look to be ironed out here for Astralis. You pick off Madja. Now you've got, what, 2 scouts to try and find a pick?
Or will this be the first time that Astralis have had the lead in the series? Because the first half was 7-5 in favor of Eternal Fire, then they won the pistol. So this will be the first time if they win this round.
There's a scout tag as we were talking about. What a shot, the follow-up. Tracks Cadian's retreat palm. Lurk smoke dropped on B. That's going to have Wicardia's scout feeling very, very uncomfortable. They're coming mid, they're coming B. This round is Astralis's. Unless you don't clear it and Wicardia gets a second.
Well, saw the head.
Falls back. Needs some backup. Needed some backup. He actually hits a near close one. Oh, he's so scary. He nearly pulled the trigger onto the body. A bit of damage would have been nice, but now the bomb arrives. Yabi aggressive, takes down Zentares. Recovers an AWP, does Calix. If they dare to peek him, if they dare to jiggle him, he should have had the shot, but Yabi, nice movement, slides into the angle. 5-7, trying to run him down. Calix short-handed, short coming into this one. Getting played with by Yabi and overextends eventually. No kit for the retake.
There's a nade for Car. if they lob that in, it could do a lot of damage. It's backplat instead.
Nice timing, just as Calix turns his attention elsewhere, and so saved by Bro instead. This has got a different flavor, this does too.
For sure, right? And discussing this is the 7th map they've played with this roster, obviously Bro and Cadian. This is the first time they've played Dust 2, so there is a level of unknown if you are EF going up against this. It does make your ante a little bit harder, that's sure. But being given the comfort of Vertigo for map number 1 and being on a map that you should have the edge on for Dust 2, and being gifted the pistol round, so far there's been a lot of things going Eternal Fire's way. Can they tie things up 6-6 and then flick on over to the T side? Oh, AWP sounds out as U2 being left at the car towards T-spawn. And yeah, the AWP, Stan was just using that with his spawn to go for a pick. So you can understand why he doesn't want to operate with it. Now, Cadian's going to be able to throw out everything over towards the B site to set them up. It could just be a fake, and it looks to be the case with the positioning. So if I was going to be a betting man, I'd say Cadian throws out doors, window, and then maybe something more. You get the pressure from Yabby onto the site to look for a fight. Oh. Well.
Not the end of the world, is it? Down throws flashes long as they work mid, hoping this is enough of a distraction. And just Major spotting it right now. I think Xantares can react to the smoke and flash. But yeah, pressure onto Major and Wicardia once more. And oh, Major, they line up for him. He gets 2. Spamming away with that M4 and now uncomfortable for Astralis. Wicardia though, he spotted the barrel. Reveals his position. Yabby punishes. No, nice from Yabby again. And Cadian cannot lose that ball. Oh! And now he has 10 seconds. Bomb lose Yabby. An impossible clutch. Has he really got it in him? This would be ridiculous. Time is of the essence. He can't do it. Eternal Fire make it 6. And Xantares, some contributions in that final round there. He was what? Yeah, 2 and 8 into that final round of the half. Finds himself a very important triple.
Yeah, and he is meant to be one of these beasts on Dust 2. Alongside of Woxy, who only has 4 kills to his name. But right now, Astralis, again, I know the roster's different. They've broken their average of 5 rounds in the last 3 times they played Dust 2. They have lost to Vitality and Spirit in those outings, so massive names in the Counter-Strike world. But just all signs pointing to things being a tough task. You get a minute of respite right now to talk things through. And considering how this half started, a great recovery from the Danes.
Oh, 100%.
You could have so easily been in your head, been stewing in your juices, just had steam coming out your ears. Now an opportunity to take this distance to the 3rd. And I did say if it went to Inferno that I can see Astralis in a position to potentially eke it out.
Yes.
It goes to Inferno. I don't think this one's as cut and dry as it was when the series started.
Well, Wicardia's present. Where's the 2nd and 3rd prong of the Eternal Fire fork? Pistol. 3-2 division of labor. And they're heading long, so there is going to be a collision here. Stown gets himself across to pit sites. There for first contact. Cadian with the util.
Yeah, he's holding the flash. This is they're ready to counter flash and fight, or at least they were.
Here we go. Nice shot. Stown connects. Now on the flash. Xantares deleted. It's perfect. Perfect.
No.
Dare. Don't
put that knife away.
Have you learned nothing, Stan? A second pistol and he dares to pull it out. Nice strategy, though. I love that. That worked perfectly. And you can see, I mean, just how booked they were. Stare, look at this. Bang, clean. Oh, it's just beautiful. You'd have loved that last tap.
Vigo.
Aragorn.
Clark Kent? We're just naming...
Viggo Mortensen played Aragorn, sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Just my brain is broken.
Hey, Astralis, we see ya.
All right. What's Major's thoughts being solo with the bomb long? Is he... What is the plan? What's the logic?
Well, there is really no plan in a round like this.
Yeah, you're right.
Planless. Just like everyone Sunday should be.
And peerless, just like every major champion should be. Hello?
Well, you're hearing a lot of dinks. You're not seeing a lot of conversions, though. The block at range against head armor, not known to be the weapon for the job. As Major and Calix, they will offer themselves up to the Danish gods in a moment's time. Come on out. The water's warm. As Stair will get a nice little two-piece there. 13 and 7 for him, 13 and 8 for Yabi, 11 and 9 for Stown to the rifling trio, delivering. Bro's going to have a tough task this game as well, so we'll see if he can find some contributions. But Astralis, let me try again. Heroic with Cadian were great at gambles or early moves that they could then recover on with contingencies. And I think Dust.2 in its current state, especially with teams doing all-in longs, it's the type of map where you want to harass lower dark a lot, you want to do 4-1 splits a lot with, you know, locking down long. So I think we'll see quite a jarring CT side from Astralis where they're being naughty, and that's it. I love it. Go in, throw the nade, now they have to spend more utility and time clearing out lower tunnels. So just that one little piece of utility there from Yabi keeps Eternal Fire at a slower roll.
Actually, they had to use a smoke to cross lower. 2 nades to get themselves into that position. And a flash for Major to have a go. Gets his short control. They haven't taken too long about that, but still, Yabi and Stown are ready for mid. And a reaggress being cooked up? What's the plan?
They can clamp down on middle, for sure.
Give Stair some room.
Well, it is going to be a B play, so Bro to block again. But you don't really have any utility to brute force this, Alex. You're hoping to what? Smoke doors and flash, which they have one of on Major, who's in mid, who's about to be dead.
I don't see a world where Major gets anything out of this. He's so surrounded. Trying to act bigger than he is, just puffs up his chest. Stown gets ready for a potential swing, but he has the jump up. Major forced back by the incendiary. Look at the minimap right now.
But there's nobody in B right now. The smoke's fading. They're going to be out of position.
Yeah, it's Bro who's just about going to arrive.
Yeah,
he has to push through. Has to push through the smoke. Bro trying to disrupt. Does a great work. Great work. Yabi in combination. And Eternal Fire, there was a real window of opportunity, but Astralis, they slam it shut. Credit where it's due to Yabi and Stown, both with a pair of frags each in defense of B.
Oof, and 4 AK-47s on the CT side with a half bite now for Eternal Fire. This is starting to look like Inferno will be necessary indeed. I don't want to set a danger in cruise control, but they are definitely feeling quite comfortable. And that was one of those gambles that I was talking about. Right, you see how many bodies they had towards mid and short for the defense. They completely left long, they completely left B. They knew that they could rotate in on the fade of the smoke. So really well done from the Danes. And I think that's what Cadian brings as an in-game leader. As long as you have full blind trust, as if he's a cult leader, you're going to be fine.
Testing B again. Flash catches Bro, but not going to stop him from throwing bullets into that smoke.
I think you really need to hope that you get a long spawn in the next round if you're Eternal Fire. And I've mentioned this before, and I've had some retorts of, yeah, but you could do other things. And it's not about the fact that there aren't other options. Of course there are. It's just that if you never get long spawns on rifle rounds, you never can apply that potential pressure to your opponent. You can never use it. Like, it's literally taken away from you because of the RNG of the game.
Which is, again, you know, which is kind of against the Counter-Strike philosophy in some ways.
Yeah, well, it's much less impactful across all maps in CS than it's ever been.
Bar this exception.
Yeah, right. Dust2's the one that I think still plays in a lot. There's areas, right? If you think about rushing mid on Ancient, or if you think on taking the cave fight on Ancient, there's certain places, especially for AWPers too, to take those initial exchanges.
How would Dust2 change if you just guaranteed that one of your 5 gets a gets a long-oriented spawn.
Well, that's the thing, right? If it's only 1 out of the 5 and no one's close for the util, or no one's close to be the trade factor of that, then yeah, it is an interesting discussion for sure. And do you think that there should always be an option? I don't know, right? Because this has been in Counter-Strike for forever. It's not this is a new factor.
But it's almost Dust 2 exclusive. How many spawns and how important the particular spawn is to a clash and timing with the CTs. Because obviously CTs only have 5 spawns.
Well, they've neutered like certain elements. You think about it, if you're like the vent control player on Nuke, but you keep getting back spawns, then you're less likely to be able to take that fast, right? So there are areas where it plays in.
Look at them just zipping.
Here we go, a 4A. This is the flux I'm talking about from Astralis. And then you get Yabi going lower and harassing, which takes your pressure off of B. So he either gets the early warning sign of a lot of steps, or he just slows down the default. And now, look at the minimap. Astralis gets to rotate. This is great. I really like what I'm watching right now.
Dynamic, mobile, signature, Cadian CT side right here. Major taking up short.
He's essentially 3 rifle rounds in a row to start breaking down Astralis, and you'd be able to bring that to a 1-round game at that point, sure. Highlighted by our ops team, nades left available. You can break those on mid to B. They're not as one-dimensional anymore. Was just used before for damage, but now the ability, this from Stare is going to get juicy. How good are the flashes on long? He has 4 players coming his way, and he's in the smoke. He's in the goddamn smoke.
Eats the flash. Calix doesn't clear his corners. Calix doesn't clear his corners. Wicardia quick to the trade. Okay, but you've only got 30 seconds. And Major noted now on short. They're going to try and isolate him. They're coming for you. They're coming for you. Yep, down. Awkward now. Very awkward indeed. Where's the smoke? You don't have one. This is horrible. Oh, they're dead. 1 by 1. They run him down. Lovely from Astralis. And they do one better than EF. Let's not forget, it was a 4-0 CT start for the Turkish side. Astralis now post their 5th undefeated on the CT side.
Oh yeah, Calix just not deep enough on that clear, so tough one. But still seeming pretty flat. What was the series we had the other day where this was the factor too? Like it was very one-sided on their opponent's map choices, and then the third started to heat up. Oh, it was too. That was literally just yesterday.
Europe. In the club.
Well, Cadian piped up middle. Won't be cleared. Gets a free kill. And at this moment, you're thinking, we just get to Inferno.
Yeah, this is where the cracks in EF's game are being exposed.
Yeah, they're not even in this, are they?
No,
they're not putting up any resistance. Like in the first half, you had opening picks going in the favor of Astralis. They were doing a lot of things right.
Counter-terrorists win.
So we're going to go from a 13-6 to a 13-6 most likely. Just a sheer lack of opening kills as well. And again, we discussed Xantares and Woxic. Those two have to be the heavy hitters, or not have to be, but those two are the two that you'd like on Dust 2 to be finding the round openers.
Oof, that was a nice try, nice shot. But
Essentially counted for nothing.
Yeah, this push from Cadian was overlooked completely.
Fucking nice.
4 long again in case the long rush comes in that they haven't seen yet, so you can understand the informed decision making. This time Bro blocking B, making sure he does it with incendiary and smoke, so there's no way through.
And by 1 minute 30, they're in full long control. 2B. Cadian is risky, sticking around here, but he does get that incendiary down. Block on
Cardia knowing the spacing with his teammates, he would have just been on his own through that.
Oh, that nade is destined for damage, but yeah, a little late now. Throws it
Bang.
out. Oh, not late at all. Cadian nails a headshot as well. Captain on captain violence. Well, there's a bit more progress here for EF. Stay alongside. It's down and Yabi find themselves in CT. Woxic picks off the long anchor. That's massive. Looks like this one's taking shape for EF, but down he does find a disruptive frag in combination with Yabi now falling through their fingers. Oh, Calix onto Stown, but is he ready for this bro flank? Yes, he is. Perfect from Calix. It is going to be an EF round. Woxic, a name we've said very little of on Dust 2.
Indeed, indeed. Well, how does winning at least 2 more of those in a row sound?
Sounds difficult.
Sounds very hard.
Oh, I tell you what, Wicardia has a spawn. We've been waiting for this, as of Astralis, though.
Yeah, I think if they just go for more of the same. Yeah. Oh, tag bro there on the cross.
Shot.
So they're going late long pop. There they go. Second tempo.
Yeah, hands down and Stare have to get out of there. Layering of the flash is solid. What's the reaction? This is going to be interesting. What is their reaction? I mean,
They have a lot of nades.
Caden's already got the flash, waiting for a call. Down has a look off that with the CT smoke. So anyone in... That's a cool idea.
Oh, almost caught.
Down to Zaras.
Another name we haven't said a lot of.
Yeah, it's his turn to fill the feed. Good double kill. Tries to hit that flick through the smoke. Some damage inflicted onto Wicardia, but Katie just wants to maintain his weapons. You talked about winning 3 in a row. Well, that gets a bit murkier if they continue to save 3 rifles.
Yeah, well, they've got this one locked up, don't they? And Astralis playing by the book. They tried to be more jarring. You know, we'll throw bodies at the problem. Hopefully we catch them with the timing. Not to be the case, but also not the end of the world, especially when you only need 1 more round. Doesn't matter how you get to 13, just as long as you get there first. And not in overtime.
I do like that reaction. I'm putting that one in my pocket. You know, like if you don't win the fight early long, like you decide to give it up, throw in that smoke in front of like in front of pit, you know, where they're standing now.
Mid-long, we'll call it.
Mid-long, thank you. You throw the mid-long smoke, and then you can kind of catch a timing flash for anyone that's braved it early.
Yeah, that's become quite meta, the fact that you can block off all of long with 1 smoke. And the T's were using it for a little while instead of a corner smoke as well. Segregate the defense. But, yeah, I think we saw a bit of it start to crop up during EPL. Furia were throwing it a bit, I believe. They might not be the origin point. It tends to be someone else who they stole it off. But, all in all, this game has a little bit more action available. Will they go for double AWP setup? Because I know Device isn't here, but Stown can definitely secondary AWP. And, well, oh, he just invested. I was going to say maybe they take the 30 seconds. And these days it doesn't matter if you invest in freeze time because you can sell back. What a lovely little quality of life change.
My absolute favorite.
You like it?
Yeah. I mean, my 2 favorite updates in recent history is dropping nades and refunding guns.
I remember at a major, I think we were playing against TSM. And we were trained. We were T-side. We won, like, I think we were like 6-1 up or 5-1 up or something. And then we took a timeout. Timeouts back then used to be 2 minutes, but to take and call the timeout, you had to hit F1 or whatever. And if you'd already hit it and then re-hit it, it's also your auto buy key.
Oh.
So like we did that and like we were panicking on who didn't press it. And one of my teammates hit it again, the auto buy, and I was like, well, we were going to take a save, but I guess we're forcing now. Of course, we lost.
Oh.
But we did start pretty good.
Can you match medic that?
Nah, that didn't really exist back then.
Bloody hell. Times have changed, huh?
Haven't they? Plus, I don't think we even, like, we were just, you know, we were like the we're happy to be here type of guys. We never really wanted to cause too much of a fuss. Eternal Fire, is this a real comeback? You win this, you're going to have to win against another gun round into the next. At that point, the lost gun is starting to build. Clear of the smoke. Leg shot. Major saved by the leap.
Oh, he is a lucky boy to still have presence in the server. Given the AWP by Woxic, going to have to see him on the rifle.
Shame, because Woxic had a good round in the previous.
Yeah. So it's Bro and Stown to be tested. You can see what their reaction's going to be.
Good restraint of utility on the CT side again. If EF continue to let the clock trickle down, there's so much utility to block with, and you can see how they're set up. So Bro just tucked in towards Goose. He'll be the late activation piece. And now just trickling forward that utility. CT Incendiary exchanged by a bridge smoke from the T's. And Stown, cheeky, playing right behind her. I love this.
Yeah, he sees that as an invitation. get close to the action. 38 seconds, Major, motor mouth, trying to make sure his pieces are in the right place for the finish. This does not feel comfortable now. The crisscross smokes, or rather a CT on the fade. It's going to come down to headshots. Oh, but there's a flash. One flash from Stair, and it leads to 3 frags. Beautiful stuff. Now, Major, what can you do? Not ready. Nice from Stout. Off angle, Wicardia. And a 1 versus 3. No time for this one. Astralis taking us the distance. We will see them survive the pick of internal fire.
Fucking CT boys, come in there. Huh?
I'm happy with that. They turned it around versus Bait yesterday. They started by losing the opening map and then had to win 2 in a row. So they have to do the same against Eternal Fire, and they're making the reverse sweep as difficult as possible.
Spirit over the course of the year.
What a time it would be to lose as well if you are G2.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Just a shout out to Steroid Brucey asking what are they waiting for. Actually, they are waiting for Jupiter to align with Mars, and when that happens, it's happened, the game will go live. So we're out the gates, we're underway. Eternal Fire on the defense. Jewel Berettas are plenty. Major is going to be working with a boatload of utility, Alex. Smoke, double flash, and a nade.
And it's Centaurez who goes looking at Cadian, presents his rear to Centaurez with no trade potential.
The Danish mating ritual.
Yes. Centaurez even doing more damage to Stown as well. This is going to be a pivot into A, but we have got a 3-man setup here. Woxic jiggles long. 4 take brackets. And it's Yabi, first man across. Calix on the jiggles. Woxic. Ooh, Stair. Nice little bit of a window of opportunity to catch the rotators here. They might wait. Let Stair work his magic here, trying to catch Centaurez's reaction. He is most definitely cooking, but Centaurez not dead instantly, and Centaurez's aim good enough to punish his shortcomings. Ooh, info. Nice work from Calix. Confirms there is still players walking up short. Woxic with his P2K can be deadly. And here comes that Glock. Oh, there it goes. Woo! We got a clean one here, folks. Only bro. Wicardia shuts it down, finds himself a pair of frags, and with Centaurez doing the same, that's the recipe for success. If every round the EF win, it's Centaurez and Wicardia hitting the multi-kills, then they are set for success.
And we want to hold our horses because Eternal Fire did win the CT pistol on Dust too, but decided to capitulate quite quickly. But I think the conversation that I would have been having if I was Major and the coach with the team was let's wake up and let's wake up now. We cannot come in stiff. We need to come in ready. Our teammates won't do it for us. This is a 5-man game. We need to get it done as a unit. Curiously enough, without the plan, Astralis have gone for the Force. Deagles, Tech 9s, and waiting out the early utility. Plenty of opportunities available for a round like this. Get a long smoke, a moto smoke, you flash, you pop in, but you won't have anything to deal with the pit position of a molly or HEs. You could go for a wrap, get your arch smoke in, your library smoke, you flash up mid, you wrap around the site, you constrict, you catch them off guard. Well, there goes the smokes. And that's the wrap variation that I was discussing.
Loud, heard by Woxic, relays the information of multiple bodies, and that's a big jewel for Yabi to win. Taking down Calix, wrapping into Woxic and Wicardia. This is falling apart for Eternal Fire. Short-lived celebrations, perhaps, as Wicardia, oh, he's run out of bullets, but there's plenty more in the Jewel Berettas. Does track a second, but Stown stubborn charges in to take the pit position. Major and Centaurez now. Uncomfortable scenes. Astralis are forced by they may not have been prepared for. So much utility. And some good shots hit. Yabi with one, Stair another. Now you've got no health.
Get out of there, boys.
Oh, wow.
We caught it on the cam there, the context cam, as we like to call them in the business, and it showed you that third smoke. It's the buffer smoke. It lands between the toolbox and the site and graveyard. It means that the pit player can't be the one responsible from long. He has to worry about short and apartments. He can't chip in, and it closes down the angles. It allows the pistols to play close, and it worked perfectly for Astralis to win the second.
That's an inspired call, and well executed as well from their individuals. It's a very different round. If Yabi goes down to Calix, if Stair doesn't hit that shot onto sight, you'll see this head-to-head here, and just the last bullet.
So that smoke to Stair's left. You can see he's not even having to acknowledge hit. They just get to scale up and deal with bomb site. So really nicely done.
And now it's going to be Eternal Fire's opportunity to try and respond in kind. Major the pacifist. 0-0 into our third round of play. That's likely to change. Right here and now. So it looks like Major's been tasked with solo B.
Yeah, and that puts the M4 of Zentaros over towards A. And right now, this is looking like the right gamble, isn't it? All of the bodies for Astralis starting to waltz up mid and alt. You have that of Yabi, who gets to be the apartment lurk again. Same smokes, or at least 2 of the 3. They can actually use the weapon advantage, so they don't need that buffer. They can make their way around long, take the long-range duels from Arch side towards Pit. It's only that one M4, but they're chasing each other.
Team kills! Team kills! Oh my god, Ricardia's MP9. Look how many bodies Yabi has seen. And he does do significant damage. This could go horribly wrong for EF. Yabi reloads. He knows he's got multiple targets to face and now getting swung upon that sliver gap. Nade doesn't do too much. Zentaros is going to be a priority target, but the Calyx just runs him down. Easy to be isolated for Yabi. And a threatening presence with his MP9, but it hasn't resulted in much other than enough time for Bro to pick up the bomb and peace out.
All right, well, the B bomb site is currently open. Major playing Speedway. We'll just listen for a second. And there you go. Those are those distant faint steps. The MP9 sounds off as Bro... Oh, he's not just going straight for the plant. Now, this is a winnable 2v1 situation. He has a molly to work with.
Yeah, this is taken up nicely. This would be one hell of a clutch. Zentaros and Ricardio, they're partnered up. They don't have a kit, so they do have to be quick about this, and that molly buys time. Low HP player, Ricardio needs to clear this out. Doesn't do it. Zentaros next victim, bro. Can he do it? Oh, denied. Denied, but uncomfortable. Eternal Fire fans must be running out of hair and nails at the moment. I mean, just biting through them. This is getting stressful.
I love the wide swing for that MP9. It's a thing of beauty. You're putting your life on the line. Yabi doing his best to try and make this one workable. And the fact that Bro gets the bomb down, I'm going to be very thankful if I'm Cadian that he was able to get that after this kill on Major. Always risky to go for that type of a duel when you could just be punching in the digits, and ever so close. Could have gone from stand-in Bro to big Bro, but right now we will see the force buys again. And look at what has been afforded to Mr. In-Game Leader himself. An AWP for Cadian, T side. That might catch Eternal Fire off guard completely. They might overstep the mark, not have the preparation necessary.
Interesting.
Or what the... Yeah, very much so.
I mean...
I guess it makes sense not picking Banana. What are you going to do? Look at a smoke. And middle, the only way you get that duel is if somebody overstepped cockily, and... well, the same kind of decision by going balcony and second mid as well. It's just been notified there's a replenish of the smoke towards Banana. That's going to inform the call to start working on pressure towards A. Long smoke lands right in front of Wakardia there. This is where the ult comes in.
Yeah, this is the punish. Oh, Magic got away with it.
You wonder what he saw, though. Did he get enough info to know it was an AWP, and does that even matter? Still 2 smokes, a flash, and a molly for a B execute. CT, coffins, an entry flash, or a reroute. 40 seconds as Astralis start to head back towards A.
Oh, that's a very well-timed smoke. You have to kind of go through it or pivot apps. Cadian's calling the shots. Yeah, be revealed in apps. That's going to confirm their suspicions. It must be an A finish. Flash and go. Wicardia likely to be overlooked. It's just about timing. Good shot, bro. Great. To get Astralis into the site, they have to find Woxic here with the MP9, and they will. It's all Bro. Massive round here from Bro. Calyx empty-handed as well, and Astralis under a lot of pressure in that one. Very late finish. Magic just about saves himself, but I mean, credit to be given to Bro once more.
Yeah, back and forth, back and forth. So neither team able to string consecutive rounds together thus far, which does always feel more limiting for the CTs. And everything costs just that little bit extra. So these two M4s are going to be worth their weight in gold. 1,400 is the loss bonus into the next. So Calix is going to have the absolute most out of the three currently in the grave. And that's if they can hold on to these. Shaw's starting to have a look. Xantares just...
So he was talking a lot, and I suspect...
He wasn't expecting the hunt.
Or... my theory is different to yours. I was thinking he's expecting they're going to come for them, and he knows that their money was fragile, that getting a couple of kills would have been a little valuable. I mean, why was he going so close to it? Why was he looking...
I don't know. I just zoning out, who knows what. Like, in that situation, it's tough, right? You tuck in for a crossfire, they eventually get there, but running back and forth like that across the ruins... And that's the classic Xantares frustrations, but a massive round from Bro. And as I was just saying, that 1,400 loss with two M4s and Calix being able to buy, what you see right now, actually could have felt quite threatening. But the fact that they lose everything...
Yeah, I see you. I see you.
That's trash tier from Eternal Fire.
Much more interested into actually preserving. But yeah, frustrations for Xantares visible.
And I think the thing with going new box on a save is like, if you're running to B, what's the one place you feel like you're always going to nade or molly?
It's new box every time. Even emo, yeah, would be safe.
Yeah, right.
You do get that a deliberate Mach 10 out of stair, which implies he might be gunning for Major quickly here. Double mollies. Is he nervous? He is still alone. And this could be the God Flash go. This might just be a God Flash go.
I like
it's
it
a good call. It's a good call. Here we go. Running and gunning. That Mach 10 put to the test. Can't track. And Major does well to find Stair, but immediate trade from Stown. And now what? Yabi the lurker.
Well, they know he has to be around here somewhere.
How
It's
many?
Such a nuisance.
Yeah, you know where he lives.
I think one. Because they're on, look at how high alert they are for him.
It is the Yabi hunting party right now. And then once you've cleared out all of apps, I suppose next question is going to be, do we just tuck in? And that's exactly what they've done.
Yeah, well, you know what the buy on the other side look like. So, look, you'd prefer to go up against USPs in the next, but this is the next best thing. So the back and forth nature of the first half of play, map number 3, comes to an end. All Astralis have to do is get past another one like those, and then the rifles will come back out for Eternal Fire. But yeah, shout out to Bro, 8-2, good impact in the early stages, definitely leading the charge for his team. The next closest is Yabi with 3 kills in total. Cadian yet to get off the starting blocks, and the same to be said for Woxic. So both AWPers still looking for contributions, and one of them actually has said weapon. Now Xantares with a flash. Do you just want to do an alley-oop top banana with it? Oh, no, it's going to be an apartment, so... It's hard to keep such structured rules when the level of Counter-Strike now has a really diverse way of approaching a lot of different scenarios. So, like, the old book of Counter-Strike would have said against, like, ecos or, like, forces where, you know, weapons are lighter, you would always want to avoid apartments and you would always want to try and avoid short, right? Because think about how quick MP9s or pistols could just smash you in that tight choke point. But if you go, oh, right, well, we're always going to go BXQ or we're always going to go long side, it's like, well, there'll be adjustments. So the game... definitely a whole lot more complex than those simple rules would have. Now, this little boost over the smoke towards CT might catch Stair off guard. Depends on where he draws the line in the sand. It looks like he's done that now.
Yeah, Cadian's bringing the bomb over. So you're going to hope his smoke is the one that lands on the ledge, right? Otherwise...
But Calix will still have vision.
He does. Free frag. Boost pays off. And pivot. 30 seconds. Hang on. This one is still a little uncomfortable. They're going to have to call to Yabi to start to activate. And activate he will. Spots out with Cardia. Tags him up on the retreat. Now we've got themselves a smoke for Moto. That's going to limit Calix's contributions with Cardia. Spots out one. Advancing. Hard clear. Oh, he hits the head! Oh! He done that. He gets 2. Still the site being questioned.
9 seconds.
They need to plant. Calix repels them. Yabi can't do anything. No time for this one. Oh my god, he could have. He's very close to doing it. He nearly hits the 1v3. Crazy scenes. And Yabi saves the AWP. That would have been unreal. Major just
How does Wacardia get 2?
Yeah, full blind.
What?
Oh my god, I'd have actually lost my mind if he hit that one.
Nice! Bravo! Get.
Nice.
No, I'm not. Sometimes you can see the difference between like a genuine one and one you're doing because you want the troops to wake up. And I don't know, felt the difference there.
Well, the Wacardia, I think maybe he's more celebrating his contributions in that moment.
Yeah, that's true too.
He knows he can't do it at the time because the round's still on. But it's like, hey, boys, I don't know if you just saw what happened, but it was a bit of a miracle maneuver.
Yeah, then he glances at Woxic, says, I just got 2 while blind with a pistol.
Yeah, what did you do?
What have you done?
Well, so far, not a whole lot for Woxic, but we do get into the gun rounds. Both teams find themselves, round 7, fully bored up.
All right.
Woxic's AWP, Cadian's AWP. Still yet to frag. Well, Cadian is going to be throwing what I do believe is the EF smoke towards the half-wall top banana. Charging forward stair with the room. Oh, it's down. Excuse me,
Jumping
please.
headshot onto Major. And now Zentaris has got the lot to contend with.
Well, this is where the Woxic AWP needs to find some influence. He won't be able to alongside, has to reposition. Zentaris on low HP will be perched up on the boost. Now, this is where Woxic hit some of his best shots, some of his career highlights.
Yeah, from this position right here and into short. Power position for the Turkish AWP. That's an interesting approach from Astralis, boosting up on the sandbag, and now an audible dismount as they line up for their CT and Ruin smokes. Wacardia's going to be behind that, Zentaris the same, so now what?
Oh, tilt of the head there from Zentaris. He knows he can't contribute.
Oh, and Calix gets caught searching. Yabi's been such a nuisance for them now. Woxic needs to kill him. And does. Now into B. Wacardia pushing smokes. That's awkward for him.
Safe.
Bomb has been planted.
Problem was, Zentaris had a HE as well, but you tend to play close to smokes when you want to clear them. And he was so low on HP, it just felt a little bit too risky. Will get himself an AK-47 for his troubles, and that's if Astralis will allow the save. You can already see Stown investigating down banana with Cadian. Now, that might just be to buy Cadian an avenue out to hold on to the AWP. And as they've hit the brakes, the answer is yes. But this one has the early signs that we might be just going the distance. Nobody really being able to break away from one another just yet. Magic can buy. There can be very light drops available. Oh my idiot. Yeah, so MP9s. Matches M4. Wacardia saying, please donate me something.
Anything.
Is that a 5.7?
Do I get a 5.7 at least?
There, that's nice. Well, that's where I've done my best work, he gleefully exclaims.
Yeah.
Oh, and the second tactical timeout burnt this early. These are important rounds, and look, I want to be a little bit foreboding here, because if you can't hold on as Eternal Fire and you're not able to bounce back and forth with the way this has gone, your finances are screwed, and we're already halfway through the first half. And
I would argue as well that Astralis' CT side is going to be nimble, just based off of us too. You know, it's going to be a difficult T side, is what I'm trying to say. And
you're going to then look to Zentaris to try and be dominating in banana, right? So there's going to be a lot of talk about him and Calix on the extremities on the other side of the map working apps. So yeah, the two of them are going to need to come in big for the T side of EF. So we cannot stress enough the importance of this round for EF.
Yeah, Faber probably the same with that timeout. Staring down, testing Zentaris, forcing him away with a flash and double nade pairing. They are ruining his day right now with that double HE. Regularly, Xantares finds himself low HP and unable to take his same kind of brazen aggression into the mid-round. Yabi catches a glimpse of Calix, this nuisance in apartments. They've yet to really bring him down.
Yeah, a bit of a stalemate there. Both of them get the info, but both of them don't want to take that fight. And actually, Woxic feels like he's under an awful lot of pressure.
He's throwing that smoke deep. It's not ideal. Calix, I guess, can hold it. That works out all right.
They're operating in that pocket. And now Astralis are coming back for their mid control. They have the utility available. Could go long smoke, porch molly. Cardia ready to play smoke molly defense. Now the biggest problem with that smoke is a circle jump out and killing Woxic in the back, but that's not going to happen.
Oh, they're straight. Nice timing on that incendiary. Will ward them off, but they still get theirs out as well. 35 and counting.
Feels like they're going A, or at least they're going to test the water. The bomb can still rotate.
Woxic with that orb, and they're pivoting through the long smoke. 20 seconds, wrapping B.
No
this
way.
is audacious calling. Look at the time as they're arriving. I mean, you're going to have, what, for 8 seconds? Xantares and Major communicating. Molotov comes through. Nice one from Xantares, but down they fall. B-side open. Yabi has their rotation. No, he doesn't. Wicardia a big one back, but it's falling apart.
Is there time? It was just on 4 as they started to plant. Just! Oh!
EF take the
got
round.
it.
EF take the round. That is not in their control.
Oh!
A misplay from Astralis. The kills came through, but perhaps just enough of a distraction from Wicardia towards CT. The double swing on Nubox. Look at the time, so 12, 11, you get that kill, and then 9 as you try and retrieve that bomb.
So they start planning just on 4, must have been just after. Oh.
That's close. I mean, yeah, crazy margins they were running with.
But look what they're left with. 4 MP9s in it all.
Oh, my. Astralis have the edge in this one. I mean, you lose all your players and still win the round. It's an ugly buy, prioritizing their util. And looks like Cadian's called something a bit more direct, at least in their early posture. Obviously unable to take banana control with that deep smoke down, so they respect that.
Maybe to their peril. I know it would have been a risk to push through. We get the perfect perspective, can see everything and more.
Again, Xantares takes early nade damage. It's insignificant in comparison.
Wicardia is rotating to, well, at least he was. He stayed arch side for now. What are you meant to do with these MP9s if you're not up close, right? If you're caught in limbo or at range, it's over.
Calix has to win this duel against Yabi. I mean, he's definitely been having a strong presence in the apartments. This is the head-to-head that Calix has to win as he hears those short steps. Will he get flashed off? He holds his vision, holds his nerve, and all the timing's brilliant. Flies around the corner, but there's down and stare in combination. Open up the A site. And looking good to hold on to this one. They've got that double pit set up.
Save.
Save looks like it's being called as Xantares maneuvers away, but what are you saving? You're saving MP9s, bro. Eternal fire.
Well, look, they did it with 5.7s previously, so and this is still the problem, Alex. Like the loss bonus never gets a chance to build.
This is one of those halves where we talk about the CT economy and it becomes a factor. But
yeah, well, you feel like, hey, just lose a couple and you get some loss bonus.
Or
but
win a consecutive round.
Yeah, and they've never really been in a great position to do so.
True.
Other than the pistol, and they couldn't convert. So that's where their woes started, and that's where the woes continue.
Inferno, huh? Brutal out here for the CT side.
It just feels miserable for EF.
Terrorists win.
Okay,
Wait.
Woxic can get an M4.
Sorry, I just noticed 9 rounds deep. Cadian's rocking a 0-4 KD. I want to just check out, let's have a look. Hang on, Cadian, enemies flashed. 4. 1 ADR.
Look at that bloody round timeline.
Yeah, it's bleak.
Okay, well, this one is going to be a pause from Astralis. So Rugger has the opportunity to see if he can set the record straight, because this is looking like an 8-4 possible half. Just to talk you through how things can function. If Astralis win this round, the next round's going to be a loss bonus of 1,900 coming in. And because of those saved guns, where did that Galil come from? That Galil on Calix. They must have picked it up just at the end of the round.
Yeah, must have been just the last second pickup. Good question.
So, actually, it's better than last round. Last round was an AWP and 4 MP9s. At least this is 2 rifles.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, they lose this round. It's 1900. The score at that point is going to be 6-4. Do you force with 1900 or do you eco? And at that point, you've given them essentially 7. And your rifle round is like the 40-ish 100.
And yeah.
Oh, committed.
Look at him charge. What is this? Oh, hyper aggression.
He has to.
Yeah, and I understand it.
There's no way you expect this, though.
I suspect this is going to catch them off guard. Through the underpass. Boosting over the smoke now on CT side. Woxic, Ricardi, they have that 3-man hold, and he certainly seemed to like this boost. I like that nade. Would have done a whole lot of damage. Zentara's empty-handed.
Oh,
okay, frustrations compound. That was your rifle gone.
Another kill from Bro, having a great half. 13 and 3. You have to gamble if you're EF. Like, pick your poison, pick a site, stack it up, and hope that you win. As we all do, every day.
And weaponry discrepancy is alarming. Look what they've still got, Chad. 40 seconds. Woxic, Major, and Bacardi just are going to be Molotov carpet bombed. This is going to be brutal. Molotov, flash, smoke, everything rains down, vision obscured. You're going to have to make a perfect play. Another barrage of flame. Look at this. How many nades? Oh, Major and Bacardi, they do stand tall. Double kill. On the fountain, now a chance of wide swing. Astralis getting picked apart, but still Cadian into the site with his first. Low HP, Major unable to convert. Is it Bro's turn to clutch up again?
Calix has a kit.
Okay.
He can take his time with this one.
He knows he's low. What can you do, Bro? Gambling that Calix has no util. Trying to crouch his way towards dark, and that dark pillar open to be overlooked on clear. Good awareness from Calix. And Eternal Fire somehow in a man disadvantage with limited util. I mean, it was what, like 3 Molotovs, 6 flashes, 2 smokes. Bro gets Zentara's the only rifle. This is Major's contribution. The God Flash swing. Ricardi with his. Woxic then manages to enable another. Major getting a lot out of that MP9. And an important Calix close. They have been struggling on this CT side to have what resembles a threatening buy. And yet they keep themselves afloat. It's just, I mean, you look at that round time and it's just back and forth, tit for tat.
All right. Pace up, Banana. Want to take the fight. Into Major. Spotted sandbags. Util coming his way. Molly. Pressure. Zentara's coughing more nades. Major down. With the guns. They can't get it done. The B bomb site open for business. And Alex, you know what that means.
This is just Groundhog Day of misery.
Okay. I want to self-report for a second. That Calix Galil, he killed it in apartments and they saved that. It was the M4 that Woxic invested into, and that was a couple rounds ago, threw me for a loop. But
all good.
Where is Calix's gun now? So I was wrong about the Galil thing, right? I'm a big idiot. But
no, it's fine.
Where's his... Like, what? You know?
Yeah, I know. He didn't get one.
They might all die. Look at the hunt. Astralis are everywhere.
Oh, you are in such trouble.
They're boxed in.
These poor fellas have not been able to just protect their finances. And Calix goes down. Oh, Woxic, next victim. There's no way you're getting away with this one. Oh, it just gets worse for Eternal Fire and better for Astralis. A team ace, removing every resource from Eternal Fire, and still,
it's a one-round game.
It's a one-round game. Zentara's and Major are just having the worst time on B.
Well, I suppose, Alex, these are the type of rounds they do win.
Have won. That's how we keep trading blows, but whew, surely Astralis bucked the trend here with such an advantage. throws out a late boiler Molotov or bedroom Molotov. And bro, let's see if he can keep up this. Oh, info. Messi.
Here we go again.
Yep, Wicardia's 5-7 to be feared, and they get the hell out of there. That's 5-7 range, boys. Let's retreat. Yabi, the opposite. Takes himself towards the apartments. They have the flashbang push. It's not set up for them. They'll have to reaggress short instead. This 3-man unit. Return. But Stairs taking the bomb to join Yabi.
Oh dear.
Cadian, this is the fight. Molotov.
We're ahead of it.
Front. Centaurus, that's important. Cadian now needs to find him 1, maybe 2, and 3 from Cadian. 4 kills in total. Saves Astralis from the foot fault of falling.
Might even get the ace yet.
Looks like it might be. He had 0 frags for half of this half. He leaves with 7. An ace from Cadian to finish off the half with the edge, with the 7-5 scoreline.
Oh, what a half a Counter-Strike that was. Shout out to Bro again. He had a lot of impact early, which really helped set Astralis up. But the round timeline is crazy. There were only 2 sets of consecutive rounds won, and they were both by Astralis. Pistol win by EF, forced by loss, forced back, 2 in a row from Astralis. Then I think it was the Wicardia double completely blind 5-7 situation. Then Astralis back and back and back. Ugh. Wow.
What lessons have we learned from this one? We've learned that when you win the pistol on CT side Inferno,
you better convert.
You really do need to convert.
Well, reminding everybody of what's on the line for this one. Elimination for one of these 2 teams. An opportunity to fight for their spot in the major. Only 2 spots remain.
Don't forget as well, quarter-finalists in the last major, Copenhagen for Eternal Fire.
And we were discussing a year for them that has been looking like it's on the up and up. Second place EPL Season 20. Second place at Dutcher Season 2. And, well, G2 versus Spirit still raging on. Winner of that will lock themselves in. Tomorrow, 2 spots available for the likes of 9 Pandas. Sashi's in the mix. Winner of this. Loser of G2 Spirit. I think NIP's in the conversation somehow. But yeah, can we see some cleaner Counter-Strike? It was a rough half, but you still walk away with 5 to your name on the CT side. So actually, even though it was kooky, it was crazy, it's par for the course.
Yeah. As stressful as it may have been, they've kept themselves in a competitive position. Yabi instead.
There with the flash.
Okay. It's all about the timing on this one from Stair. Lock. Oh, nice. Has himself a sightline as well as the lineup. Inspiring stuff. Yabi in the smoke. Gets flattened. Glocks connect. So does Stair with the USP. Can't get away. Retake on. It's down very late to the party. And Cadian, yeah, he's unloading his dual Berettas there because he knows that without the kit, with the man disadvantage, it's not going to be comfortable or easy. Zentaris could be their first fight towards that pull position. Wicardia does connect onto Bro, and yeah, not looking good for Astralis in this one. Eternal Fire, a must-win pistol. This will be both pistols.
It's more about that conversion, huh? We got to turn our sights on that and see if they can... How many kills are you going to give to Stown? 1 more and he can afford an M4 in the next round. That's probably why he is jostling for this. And Wicardia, he's the one to pick up 4 scalps. So a huge round from him. He wants to stay in contention. 15 frags. Trying to go toe-to-toe with Bro on the other side.
Well, he doesn't see either of his first 2. Not really his third either. Lovely shooting.
So what? At least 7 of his kills have been with pistols.
Yeah.
Probably the rest with an MP9.
One day you'll get the rifle in his hands. And it is that second round forced by. Surely Eternal Fire can't falter to this one.
Oh dear.
Could very well go wrong. You go too wide, you're into the scout. A wide swing. That's Woxic handling business. Triple Mac 10. Job done. Not going to happen again. Lightning will not strike twice for Astralis.
Oh, they're legging it, eh? But they left the bomb T stairs. That has to get picked up.
They're trying to draw attention away from Cadian, and he does get the chance back of the head, doesn't track it. An opportunity goes awry.
Bit erratic there for a moment. That kill, maybe just maybe, opening the door to something magical, but that will not be the case. Bomb to be planted, and Xantares is already on the hunt. You can see Radar, he's already covered off Banana. Stare, his position now noted towards Ruins. Does dip forward. Able to tuck himself in a tree. Treeless these days.
Yeah, carless. Treeless. And for Astralis' second round conversion, hopeless. Not this time, not on Woxic's watch. I mean, important contributions. You know, I cannot understate how important they are, not only for the round, but for Woxic as well. And for
They're going to hunt him?
Terrorists win.
They just contained him. Blocked him in. So, Stare holds on to a Deagle. Let's see how threatening this really can be. Was it a missed flash there as well? Because the T-Stairs player's not blind at all.
Potentially, yeah.
I ain't going there.
You can see the game plan was for Cadian to kind of hold anyone going too wide on the stairs.
Yeah.
And swing past.
Oh, you got to let that one go as things are all tied up, and a chance for EF to put themselves in the lead. You can see what Cadian's thinking as well this time round. He's the sole defender of the B-bomb site, and that smoke is just to try and force them into the mid-stack. You can see when it's blocked, you're expecting Eternal Fire to go and investigate elsewhere, right? Part of the protocols, get that banana control, get that top mid control, and you would try and force them into the stack, which does have upgrades around the save stair Deagle. We're talking P250s for everybody. It's a P250 party.
There's some info. Wakadia uses his MAC-10 as a scout.
Yeah, good luck, Cadian. You just have a USP, and they're all coming your way.
Bomb has been planted.
It's about not giving anything away. And that should be pretty easy to do when Xantares and Calyx hit headshots like that. Stare with the MAC-10 and also the head armor. So for him, there is actually value in the save. We'll be jetting away, looking to retain this. It could go to one of the banana control players, right, if they really wanted to use it. This is where the fact that it is map 3, elimination series, might play into the decision-making to not do that, right? There's going to be a lot on the line. But it does mean you can have an awful lot more utility not having to invest into a primary rifle. So what will the decision be from the Danes? Cadian has enough for the AWP with Kevlar and a nade of choice. Stairs MAC-10. Looks like he'll continue with it because that also gives them an option further down the track. It means that, hey, if they lose this round, he might be able to drop something that will catch Eternal Fire by surprise, or even wield it himself. Cadian not taking the AWP. Okay, so 2 players in the next round, if they lose this, are going to have enough money for a tidy-looking buy.
Actually, had to facilitate Yabi with a weapon as well. Looks like they had to delay themselves a little on the spawns, but they get it going.
Oh, yeah, they've really chopped and changed it, huh?
So, quickly up mid. They're not deterred. Flashes in. It's down pressured. Oh, and it's down, loses out. It's Woxic's MAC-10 that does flatten the first defender.
You don't want to be laid out of spawn on the first gun round.
No, you don't. And now Bro, can he continue to be the hero for Astralis? And not to be Xantares clears him out, leaps off the balcony to do so. Save.
So
Bomb has been planted.
So Cadian dropped a gun for Yabi.
So yeah, Yabi...
So for full nades.
I suppose so. Yabi didn't have anything as they left spawn. He just had a USP. I saw Cadian go back. Drop the MAC-10 by an M4.
Oh, that's, yeah. That's less than ideal. Let's say that, shall we?
So it's that. Oh, an AK-47. Yabi can't believe his luck. Are they going to give it to him? It looks like with the low HP on Bacardi and Roxy, you can't really afford to. You have to get out as well. Maybe they can stop his retrieval.
Well, the Pit players definitely aren't contributing to this, so Yabby will be getting this one for free.
Yep.
Okay, Woxic still goes down for his troubles.
That's tough.
Stuck in that radius as, yeah, a 2-round gap manifests now, but still, with the loss bonus, the saved guns, it will be a full buy again from Astralis, even though they were a little bit dazed and confused by what the purchases were looking like in the last round, and they will take a tactical timeout, and you may as well use them because this could get away from you and quick.
EF are also implementing this smoke you were highlighting in front of Pit. The one that enables like the long wraps.
The buffer.
Buffer smoke, yeah. So a variation I hadn't seen too much of up until this game.
Okay, well, if you didn't hear the commentary through our microphones, there's something going on. G2 versus Spirit. Go and check that one out. Whack that on your secondary monitor, your telephone, your iPad, your smart TV.
Deck. I think you can get YouTube on that, can't you?
I think so.
Just like a little PC. All right, fast smoke thrown by Calix, and oh, fast push from Stair. Abby will trade it out. Good catch from Zentaris. Full blind. Laid right on the down hold. Abby cheats over, puts it all onto Cadian with his AWP. So if EF do want to take B, they just have to have the protocols in place to avoid an AWP posted. What's the go-to? Will there be a flashbang? Will it be dry? Woxic has that CT smoke loaded. It's down already, making his way back over. Cadian's talking a lot. Goes wide of the smoke. Maintains vision, turns the flash. He's done well here. Oh, can't nail it. Doesn't get it right in the sequence. A clear. But a cross. Cardia's safe, gets himself to pull. Now another break. Oh, it's replaced. Another CT smoke. And now they're across and in. A wallbang miss. Yabby has found Wicardia. That's good from him. Spamming away.
Bro was literally still in pit. He is just rotating now. They have to wait for him to get there before they can go. Cadian can smoke off Banana.
Cadian's been given 2 flashes, so it is going to be a flash and go. Maybe smoking Banana side. And here we are. Here we go. Calix on pit. Major to try and provide the trade. Here it is. Calix with nothing. Woxic delivers. Now the headshot's found. It's down in trouble. Too many targets. Frantic. Hectic. Eternal fire. Get through into B. Great calling. Now Cadian trying to keep hold of his AWP. He does so. Major in pursuit loses out. Consolation franks for Cadian. Survival with the AWP. But a 10th now for Eternal Fire, and we're yet to see the Astralis defense with any sort of legs.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? They do have enough again as far as the buy goes. The loss bonus helping them in that department. But you take a look. In 2024 Inferno, top 20 teams, this map is just T-sided. We're talking 51.3%. So the fact that, again, EF managed to get 5 in their first half, as discussed, it's par for the course, and now they are putting on a display. This one, got a bit of hustle up second mid. Woxic's even with them. So just deterring Banana, keeping Yabby and Stair busy while I thought we'd see a swifter apartments control, but that's not it. Woxic going to set up the Wicardia and Calix clamp down. A lot of comms need to happen between the two of them on when they're going to take the duels. Molly towards Boiler, eliminates one angle. Spam. Just to be certain, a replenish of a Banana smoke will... Oh, he's come through. Zentara's gone straight through off the back of that. I think a flash was the response.
Nice composure from Yabby. Just the extinguish, lives on, maintains deep Banana control, channeling them into the full stack site. This is the best opportunity Astralis have had. An opening kill, an informed rotation. 50 seconds still remain, and channeling out of the balcony. It's going to be a test for Bro, but he's got his incendiary cocked. They've got oodles of nades. Cut of noise leads to Stair's departure, so not as stacked as it once was.
But this crossfire needs to trade efficiently.
They have to go through that smoke. They have to. And positioning here, just as they get to the balcony position. Oh, the quick switch! Oh no! Has to be Bro, but he goes down! Orp delivers. Cadian in the shut down this 1v1 with Guardia. Rotation's on its way. And Macardia, needs to reload. The rotation's here. Cadian down. What can you do? Reese throws the smoke. He knows they're going to push. If he does throw the fake, you can see indecision to smoke, but they're going to be pushed down now. Low HP, wall banging him. Has to hunt him down. No time. He has to plant. Has to win the duels. Can't do it. Astralis breakthrough on the CT side.
Finally, something to work with. Number advantage needed to be converted, and you saw how dicey it got because that pick crossfire didn't get the job done. There was pressure on Cadian.
The quick switch, man. Just an unnecessary habit. Just watched as this guy dropped off the balcony. And if it wasn't for Cadian winning out on that pit player, it's a very different story. That will be a little frustrating, I think, as the third and final timeout from Eternal Fire is taken upon Astralis posting their first CT round in this elimination match. This is for survival, folks. Astralis, the most accomplished of organizations, and then up against them Eternal Fire quarterfinalists in Copenhagen. One of them will not make the second CS2 major.
You look at how many kills Cadian got on exit, right? It was only one player staying alive with the last round that EF won. And then everybody getting wiped in the round that Astralis win. It has already tanked the money of EF quite considerably. Calix is the outlier in that category. He has 7.7 to his name, but everybody else has less than 1,000. So this is a tipping point. This is an extremely important round.
Will we get some T-side AWPing here? Woxic's gone for a very early venture to post up for any jiggles out of Stown. This is what he's hunting for. How quick can he be with this? How cautious is Stown's jiggle? They look pretty wide to me. Could be a chance as Woxic will crawl in. Wants the Q, wants the go. Calix with presence in the apartments. A 3-2 division of Astralis. Now he chooses to take the peek. Oh, a chance, a real chance there on Stown's strafe. For info, confirms the AWP was present.
Well, it's brought Cadian over. Pressure felt towards A, and understandably so. Major in the backlines with the bomb, setting them up with util now. But they're blocked in mid.
Oh, Woxic just walks through. Missed shot from the AWP. Whoa. Covered by Stown. Yabi with a supporting flash. And wrapping up short side. This is going to be cleared. Calix, good work. Nice work from Yabi back. Dinks onto Zantares. 3 versus 3. Bomb to be planted. Eternal Fire breakthrough. Woxic needs this shot and catches Down, looking for that clear on mid. It's falling into place for Eternal Fire. This important round. Cadian in 2 minds. Do we go for this? And it's resulted in the loss of the AWP. Stair now retreats for the AK-47. Chad has highlighted the ramifications, but you could see they were in 2 minds about that one. Chad, do we go? Do we stay? And they end up with kind of a middle ground of both.
And that's the problem when you're in Astralis' position. You're trailing, right? And you feel like you need to fight a bit more for these rounds. So what could have been the sensible decision was the one not taken. Sure, they do get a bit of a loss bonus favorable in the Astralis camp, sure. Cadian has 6.2. He can buy an AWP. Stown can buy himself. Stair can drop 1. And then Bro or Yabi can operate with something lighter. An MP9 will have to do. This is the opener. It's like Stown's anti-flash, and Picardia, as he swings around the corner, it looks completely in the open, so could have gone even worse out of the opening stages. And hard clearing the balcony. Really good shooting from Woxic. And just 2 more rounds for EF to stay alive.
Still, though, threatening buyout of Astralis, rustled up. Eyes are on that banana control. Yavi, well-placed HEs, and Tara's catching them repeatedly throughout this third map. You can see they've gone for the double stack apps.
Well, especially when he keeps coming out and clearing you hard. You might have to make sure he doesn't get to that position.
Ooh, the half-wall smoke will delay any protocols they had in mind, and actually Stair still has an incendiary, so we're fine. says the B defense. Little do they know, the whole squad's gunning for him.
Oh dear.
Yeah, B, this is very feast or famine. This can go wrong. This can go oh so right as well. It's a middle ground. Major, instant trade. Bacardia gone. Cadian will be there in time. A nice block smoke thrown by Stair, well timed. Calix is just going to commit to this. Stair. How has he found that one? Just spams the smoke. From that new box position, Cadian now noted, takes down Centares, falling into place for a night. Stair, huge contributions. A double kill, locks it down. And only Calix now with a voice in the round. Typically the Apps lurker. Stound's already cleared it out, says it's clear. Calix decides he's actually going to take a more reserved approach, recovers Woxic's AWP, but the chances of him saving it are questionable. Stound in the T apartments now.
After time would be horrible. Calix still has money, but...
You'd love a bit more.
Oh, he's hurt him. He's completely hurt him, and he's just going to waltz straight in. Okay, well, Stound will be able to make sure that isn't a problem. Calix can drop one for Woxic if they feel it's necessary. There's still plenty of money for an Eternal Fire buy. They can make it work. But Yabi, it's a nice kill. It does really slow down proceedings. And there's those moments right there where you know that you could have done better or you feel like you had more to give. But Stair really getting his money's worth out of that MP9.
Real. Paid for itself with his other contributions, but around even more important. What's he lining up? A little aggressive flash, but trying to deter.
Kind of feels like they need the apartments control, right, to be able to pincer onto this pit site setup. And Bro, who was the hero in the first half with 15 kills, has only managed 2 so far in the second. I think all of his teammates came into the second half with 8 kills other than Stair, who only had 6. So that's Stair's first 2 contributions in the second half. I might be off by a few, but that's pretty close. And on the fade, Bro gets an eyeful.
Yeah, the pivot. Major wants to investigate onto Stair. Spotted the return, forces out the smoke. That's a nice achievement. Contact still noted in A as well. Cadian might go looking for answers.
But it makes sense they're staying committed to this apartments approach because it's where they found some success. Cadian, he's found the timing, he's found the gap, and he has to find the kills. Zentares, the point man down.
It's awkward now for Eternal Fire. Bursting into the apartments, can Bro keep it safe? Can he find more CT side contributions? The flash up mid, the smoke blocks down. Calix starting to ask questions of this site. Cadian with the crossfire now as they jump on out. Bro hits his shot, as does Cadian. Falling into place perfectly. Stound with the flank onto Calix. And 0 frags for Eternal Fire now. They've exhausted all of their finances. Consolation of frag onto Yabi.
I don't think he's going to get any more than that. Stair should have him locked in. Library position. Stairs in CT. Nades rattling in from the site, and after time, if they want to really make it hurt for Eternal Fire, 3, 2, 1.
Counter-terrorists win.
And they managed to take it all away. $800 for Major right there. Maybe you're thinking it would have been better just to offer yourself up, get your loss bonus in line with the rest of your team. Is he expecting a player to be covering from Boiler potentially? Because Cadian's literally just gone out and cleared for free.
Nice! Oh my gosh,
This game still got some uncertainty about it after what was a flying start. What was it, 5-0?
In the second half,
Second half, and now, well, Astralis have responded with 3 of the last 4.
And this is the round to tie it all up.
Bang, bang, look at the damage that nade has done. Kill with Cardu with a stiff breeze.
Like Yabi was just collecting himself there. A big inhale. As everybody is getting the minute and 55 worth of respite. Eternal Fire with the tried and tested. Sit back, wait for him to expend utility. Group up, finish late, get a kill, maybe a plant.
Yeah, these are important for other reasons, aren't they? You know, composing yourself and reminding yourself what's at stake, or maybe for some players, forgetting about it as best you can.
Well, Astralis, as an organization, obviously putting the hope in the likes of Stown and Yabby. They brought them across from Heroic.
Yeah, I mean, they were trying to kind of future-proof Danish Counter-Strike, right? And it's been a bumpy road.
It has been very wobbly indeed. Several roster changes. Looking to find themselves back at the majors, and this won't even get them there.
Reaches its foregone conclusion.
Yeah. Alex, what was Cadian like 0 and 5? But he was like, that was like 7 or 8 rounds deep. He had that, and now he's 17 and 10. He had an ace to finish off the first half. Yabby's also got some output. Bro as well.
Team effort across the board. Ricardia's been putting in a good shift for EF.
Yeah, and this is, and even in the last map too, I believe. This is the defining round. 2,900 is the loss bonus for EF if they lose this. So a plant feels like a must. Astralis have enough for a residual. They have everything they need to take this to overtime as the worst case scenario. Who will be the hero for EF?
This is an unusual setup, but you can see it's got everything covered, albeit the drop into pit. That's a little scary, but I like the idea.
Yeah, and for a player to go for just a lurk out silently and drop into pit would be absolutely crazy. So hedging their bets with that setup are Astralis. Half or molly, it does land, and it gives information. EF spam. There can be a flash. Yabby can swing.
Oh yes, Des got it ready. Yabby wants to do the damage, wants to catch that timing, and it's again a one and done. Every time he's tried it, but now Stown demonstrates his multi-kill prowess. Look at them limping. Calyx low. Uncomfortable for Eternal Fire in this 23rd round of regulation. Astralis have the edge to throw that knockout blow and send Eternal Fire home. Or can they find a miraculous turnaround? They are walking into Bro's solo site. He hears them. Rotation on its way. Cadian as fast as he can. Knife out charging library. Calyx may hear this, may catch him. And oh, hang on. A deep smoke limits Cadian's contributions. They're going to isolate Bro here. They spot him out on the site. Oh, brave! Cadian charges in and no plant for you. Denied by Bro. You can see what that means to Rugger as well. A very silent celebration from him. Just a little fist shake, as he knows that the money is not going to be good for Eternal Fire, and he knows this is going to be a golden opportunity for Astralis to survive another day of play in pursuit of the perfect world Shanghai Major.
But this is where things can get crazy. The MAC-10s, the Tech-9s, maybe the pace change, maybe that pocket strat. What you've been working on, what you've been saving, it needs to come out right here, right now for EF. They need to force overtime or they will be saying goodbye.
For the Astralis players, they just have to be ready for everything in a round like this. Consider what they're working with. Comms have to be tight. Awareness, confidence. Combination for the 13-11 conversion. A 3-map affair between these teams. Inferno the decider, and Eternal Fire limping into this final round. What is it other than majority of MAC-10s?
Again, it looks like they likely want to bear down on apps, right? They have been able to get out the balcony, get this pit control, overwhelm Bro, and whoever's been tasked with crossfiring, he's had a whole different slew of players. Stown's been there, Cadian with the AWP. But the restraint on the util from Astralis as we are sub 1 minute. Mollies are left, smokes are there, everything in play.
This is a big one for Xantares, and he is going to put some warning shots into Bro. Gets him on half HP, forces out the util. 47 seconds to find the finish. No information towards Banana. It does look like Cadian is going to maneuver towards that A site to make it 4 in defense and in pursuit of the knockout blow. EF, everything riding on this round, on this call, on the next 30 seconds. Advancing in towards short side. There's a huge crossfire they have to break. Who moves first? Xantares trying to open him up. That's a good flash as well. Stair takes down Major. It's falling apart. Eternal Fire running into their demise. Ricardia finds one back. A gap to be worked with. Stown holds down the spray. Eternal Fire have got nothing. 10 seconds Centaurus is helpless, and from the quarterfinals of Copenhagen, Eternal Fire will not even be in attendance of Shanghai.
The eruption from Katie and Astralis, 0-2 down from the best of ones, now 2 on the trot at the best of threes. The Danes live to fight another day. Tomorrow will decide their fate.